get regarded in here. What the fuck? I hope not. Also, hold on. I'm gonna listen to the podcast. I'm gonna play some.
19 months. It really
I'm gonna
means
be
a lot
playing
to me
some
you have stuck
Noita.
around for so long.
I
Thank you
kind
so
of
much,
started
Baba.
playing
Let's
it
get regarded in here.
because I saw other people play it. I picked it up on sale initially, and then I was like, oh, I'll play it yesterday, and then I kind of liked it, and I kind of wanted to play a little bit more. Also, I found the game that was delivered yesterday. The UPS guy, for some reason, put it in a potted plant. Like, it was just laying there in the potted plant. I refuse to believe anybody did that other than them. What the fuck? Okay, but it was there and I have it. It was Unicorn Overlord. I had purchased it after it had, like, was on a massive back order. But I finally picked it up and at some point I could play it. That's pretty good. We're gonna watch the guy. He's gonna be on in the background. I bet you like all fucking 5 million of you are gonna be so excited to watch whatever the fuck he has to say right now. I'm not excited. Okay, let's switch over. We're gonna try and endure the madness that is DSP speaking about whatever the fuck he wants to speak about, obviously. I'm not gonna watch him on the main screen. He's just gonna be on the side. I truly don't want to see whatever he has to say, so we're just gonna hear whatever he has to say. And we're gonna play some Noita up at the top. What the fuck is Streamlabs? Streamlabs! Back over here. Jesus Christ. Hello, Ulcer Breakout. Hello, C Snow. Hello, Outrun Exile. Barry Linden. Hello, Billy. Dean Norris clip. What is this? His flight was rerouted because they had to kick some guy off. Who the fuck is this? I'm gonna assume it's some fucking weird ass streamer doing something really, really stupid. I'm not gonna ask. I actually don't know what to say, and I'm not gonna say anything about it because I don't know who the fuck they are. Big ups. Okay. Let us start the DSP style fucking nonsense. How loud is he?
Good morning, everyone.
It's not that loud.
Guess what? It's
Guess
a new
what?
week, and in an
Guess what?
unprecedented day, we are going to finish not one, but two of my
games.
longest running, most
How's that
lengthy
unprecedented?
ongoing playthroughs in the
I like to
same
think about that.
day. But in addition to that, we've got Phil's day off, we've got game news, we've got lots to talk about, so sit back, relax, and in just a sec, get ready for the start of a week beginning epic Level 1 podcast.
It really needs to fucking salt and pepper everything, right? We can't just enjoy whatever it is. Just get to the fucking part where we care.
Alrighty, so
Jeez.
everyone, welcome back. It is time for the start of a brand new week here on DSP Gaming, and when I mean a brand new week, I mean actual new stuff this week. Not the same games that I've been playing for anywhere from 2 to 4 months, and a lot of people are very happy about that.
And a lot of
me
people.
included.
Hell
Not
yeah.
to say that the games that I'm finishing today have been bad, but my goodness, they've been so lengthy that they have literally stopped me from playing new games that I've been very interested
they
in
held them at
jumping into
gunpoint.
or continuing on
They were like,
playthroughs that I've
"Man,
wanted
you
to
ain't gonna play nothing
and I had
till
no
you finish
time
these
for
games.
it. So
Gotta finish us.
today is a big day.
Makes sense.
It is Friday,
Don't
the
think about it.
29th of March, 2024. I hope that you're all doing well. I hope that you're all in good spirits. And of course, if you're not, I hope that this podcast and today's streams will turn that around for you in some
good
way.
spirits?
So, wow, this is it. Actually,
Shit.
guys, today is the last day that I can say this. Because today, we're finishing 2 of these games. All right, a third of these games will join the regular schedule. And then after that, we're just going to focus on other style of games until we get to the point where we feel like it's ready for another RPG. I'm not playing multiple lengthy RPGs together again. I just can't. It's not possible. If I do that, it's going to kill the channel. Because it has. Just being
Channel
as
become unalive.
honest and transparent as I can be about this. This channel has massively declined in the last 2 months in viewership, engagement, and support because I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth so much. Now, I want you to just think about this.
Think about it.
If I didn't do that, okay, if I hadn't focused on those two games so much in the last 2 weeks,
I would have played
and of
other
course
stuff.
kept playing them over the last 2 months, we wouldn't be done with them today.
He really is
we
a
would
poor
still
baby.
be
What an
playing them
absolute
likely
child.
for another
The
1 to 2
things that we're
months.
complaining about right now.
Can you imagine if I was still
Can you
playing the
imagine?
same
Imagine?
RPGs come like May or June?
Imagine we did something
That would be
else.
insane, would it not?
Yeah. Imagine playing
again,
Final Fantasy
this was a
7
symptom
2 months
of
after
RPG
it's already
overload.
been released.
All these
After you
game
started at
designers
day one.
and game
Imagine
publishers
that.
releasing their
Imagine.
insanely lengthy
I can't.
RPGs within such a short window of time.
I can't imagine
The exception
that.
being Baldur's Gate 3, but I started that in December, played it through December and January, and then when February, when all these RPGs were releasing, I was still in the midst of it, right?
So you
but I mean,
played it for 4
in
months.
such a short period of time to release the insane amount of RPGs that these game companies did is just ridiculously ludicrous. And
Game
it's funny
companies at fault.
because when I started talking about this months ago,
Journals?
in January, when I suspected this would
Fans?
happen, everyone was like, "Oh, Phil, this is just a you problem, not an us problem, because you're the game streamer and you're the one trying to play these games on stream
Yeah.
and juggling them. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
All of us, we're
I don't think it
RPG
is a big deal.
aficionados. We'll play these games. We'll
RPG
turbo through them.
aficionados?
Here we are,
What are those
end of
guys get
March,
hats?
and we've got even people who are RPG aficionados in this chat every day saying, you know, I had to put Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on hold because I wanted to play Dragon's Dogma 2.
Who are these
And by the way, there's
people?
another game coming out in a week that I want to play,
Who
and there's
are
just no way
these
I can play them all.
people?
So I had to put that one on hold.
Making
I was
up
like,
so many
what
narratives
did I
right
say?
now. Man.
This is exactly what I told you
Thank
was
God
going to
those
happen.
people agreed with him. I wonder if they gave him money.
100%. This was a horrible, horrible idea
Yeah.
from these
Horrible
game
idea.
developers
Isa
to
nung
release
buhit
this
proper
many
Why
games
do
in
they
a
do
sa
it?
short
buhit
period of
kun
time.
has redeemed
And
the
by the
following
way, if
TTS
you haven't
message.
heard, the sales numbers are
Why
reflecting
does he
this.
expect
Final
for
Fantasy
posted
VII
here taste
Rebirth
Tunto life
is
stream
actually
schedule?
selling less than
I
what was
don't know.
expected. They
I
thought
really
that it was
don't know
going
what
to
he's
exceed
expecting. He's
sales
making up a
numbers
narrative
of previous Final
now.
Fantasy games, and it
Sales
has
numbers are
underperformed.
down.
It's not
Baldur's
sold as well
Gate
as they had
fucking
hoped.
killed him or
And I would
something.
guarantee you that other RPGs coming out now are going to start to see this exact same effect. Simply put, you cannot release this amount of games of the same genre
Yeah, learn
within
better.
a 3-month period and expect that it's
This is
not
your
going
fault,
to
game
cannibalize each
devs.
other, and that's exactly what's
Don't ever
happening
make
right now.
games ever again.
So,
This-
I'm just happy that we are at the end of the tunnel today.
That's
Tonight,
fucking
and by
wild.
the way, how crazy is it, and how wild is it that we are
Very
finishing
exciting
the
stuff.
2 longest running
Good
games
job there,
on the same day?
Dingus.
I hurt my mouth and I can't get it out. It's bothering me.
Oh,
Anyway,
we gotta pick stuff out of our mouth.
Yeah,
now.
like how crazy! I didn't time it that way. It just happened.
It just
you know,
happened, man.
It looks like Elden
There were
Ring's
cool
gonna
shit
clock
that coming
in
out.
at slightly
played 'em,
over
just happened, man.
140 hours, I believe. Let's see.
Oh god.
Baldur's Gate 3, here it is. Oh, we're already at 141 hours in Baldur's Gate 3.
Clock watching.
So
I
after
think
the
we're getting
epilogue
rid
tonight,
of
it's
right
going to be
now.
at least 142, if not more. And Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is clocking
Yeah, that
in
was close.
roughly
That was not
around
good.
64 hours. Now, arguably, out of the 2 games, I obviously played Baldur's Gate 3 a hell of a lot more, and I did almost all of the meaningful side content, right? There's a few missions that I skipped in Baldur's Gate 3,
I'm glad he's not doing Baldur's
but
Gate
none
right
of them are
now.
very significant. You
And
know,
it's
like
gonna
some
be
people are saying, oh, there was a
tonight.
mission to get the
over
the
it.
undead slaves of the necromancer.
Please.
There was a mission where you could go to Jahara's house and she has some reminiscing and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Krampus.
saying?
Harmony sounds pretty
So,
good.
you know, I get it. There's some things I skipped, but for the most part, everything meaningful that I found in the game, I did. In the case of Like a Dragon Infinite Well, I literally had to purposefully skip stuff. There's tons of side content in that game to do. I just can't do it. I mean, it would probably be another 20 hours on the playthrough. No exaggeration. We'd be here
We can-
another 2-3 weeks playing it, going around doing all the Kazuma Kiryu reminiscing and the Date side quest where he meets up with people from his past and everything. And listen, I get it. This is supposed to be the swan song for Kiryu, but again, it's just insanely bad timing. This channel is a business as well as a hobby. If it were just
This
me
channel, it's a
sitting here
business.
playing games for fun,
You gotta understand
absolutely I
something.
would do more content in
I
Like
gotta
a
do
Dragon,
stuff
but it's not.
to
Like
make
a
me
Dragon
money.
has been, no exaggeration, my least supported playthrough I have ever done. Yes,
that mean,
it's
Phil?
official.
Can you explain
Less
it?
supported than when
I
I
don't
played the
understand.
Mass
I'm
Effect
too stupid.
Legendary Trilogy, and Mass Effect
Explain it
3 had
again.
streams where
Slow it down for me.
You know, I made $5. Actually,
awful.
Like a
I'm
Dragon's
gonna
done
use
less
this
than
one.
that. in some nights. Now the thing is, I love the series. I love hanging out with you guys with late night chill streaming, and so I stayed with it so that we could hang out and have these fun times. It was basically kind of fan service, continuing the game as long as I did, because a lot of people actually urged me to drop it, and I said, no, I'm not going to be like other streamers that if the game's not profitable for them, all of a sudden they're just going to drop a game. I'm going to tough it out. I love the franchise. I want to see this game ending. You know, and by the way, I will say this. Since we went into turbo mode and essentially stopped doing the side content and instead just pushed forward, the game has gotten a lot better, I feel. I actually feel like
I gotta save
basically
my money.
focusing on the story and the party's job system and weapon leveling has actually been way more fun than kind of doing all the side stuff. The side stuff's quirky and interesting in the game, but man, when you got other stuff going on, and the fact that this playthrough's now been going on for 2 months, because it started in late January. Yeah, I had to draw the line somewhere. How about this? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like really this playthrough has been fan service for like a month, while a lot of people were saying, drop it, drop it, drop it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick to my guns. We're going to finish this game, and then we're going to have a celebration. And essentially today, guys, as happy as I am that the games are ending, I want you to know it is bittersweet, because I know a lot of you have enjoyed these games.
I'll be fine.
Particularly with Baldur's Gate 3, we've got a regular audience of people who've come by to watch me play Baldur's Gate 3 every single time that I've played it, and to support those streams. And I know that now a lot of those people might not be around, and that's okay, because that's the thing with a variety channel like mine. Depending on what game I'm playing, I might attract a different audience that might not be around if I'm playing a different style of game.
It's really hard to tell if it's okay.
There was a lot of people who did not attend my streams over the last 2 months. The dip in views says it all. Okay, people not showing up to stream and not coming to watch the on-demand videos because these are insanely lengthy RPGs that they're not interested in. People are like, where's the horror? Where's the action? Where's the variety? There really hasn't been much, and I hear you. So what's going to happen is, after today, the celebration of completing these 2 games, we're going to say adios to the RPG crowd, perhaps, because there will still be an RPG in the rotation.
I'm not
I'll talk
sure.
about that in a second.
We'll think about it.
But we're going to probably see a whole new crowd of people who've been waiting in the wings, saying, when will these end? And they're probably going to come in. All right. In fact, I just want to kind of explain to you some of the plans that I have for what I'm going to do with the schedule soon. I think you're going to like it. So let's do the schedule segment first.
Where are the waifus?
Today, RPG Overload ends.
Waifu crowd hasn't been eating good.
On this first stream, we are finishing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Now you might say, wait a minute. You just said this is a game that underperforms, right? It's dragged on. You've played it as chill night streams for 2 months. Why on earth are you doing it as a day stream? Because we need the time to finish it. We essentially have to finish up the leveling of our weapons, which is going to take like 10 minutes at most. We just have to go to the vendor, level up, equip properly, figure out the end game builds, and then we just go right into the finishing story, which apparently would take around 1 to 2 hours, basically is what I'm told. And then you know, the epilogue. And this game, Yakuza games always have very long epilogues, so I expect the epilogue will probably be like 20-30 minutes. So we're probably going to need about 3 hours, maybe give or take a little bit less, but at least we'll give it the time it needs, rather than having it on a night stream and not having enough time to finish it and being like, oh man, it's just taking too long, right? That's why. Now the thing is, technically, okay, we finished Baldur's Gate 3 back on Wednesday's daytime stream, but you might be saying, well, then what are you still doing playing it tonight? Because the game has an epilogue, and we basically did all the combat, we finished, we saved the world, but now we have to see the consequences of our actions. We have to see the repercussions that have happened to the cast because of what we chose. And that's actually what's going to happen tonight. There's a big celebration where all the characters rejoin after some time has passed. They're all going to have different dialogues and conversations, and we're going to figure out what happened to all of them. And then the credits will roll. It makes a lot of sense. And we'll actually be able to say adios to one of my longest running playthroughs of all time. Game of the Year 2023. Well, for some, not for me.
Wait, what?
And I'm actually going to take the time to do like probably an abridged, probably like 20-30 minutes video summarizing my thoughts about this game. You know, after playing a game for 140 some hours, I feel like I should give it an addendum video to just say, hey, here's my final thoughts about what was great, what was not so great, and overall, what do I think about it? So that should be fun tonight. And then that's it. RPG Overload is completed, because There will only be one RPG. Well, I'll put it this way. Only one mainstream style JRPG in the mix. And it's going to be Dragon's Dogma 2. So here's my thoughts. Tomorrow, since we're done with RPG Overload, I want to start a new schedule. Now, I want to play 2 games that are completely different styles. We've already started Dragon's Dogma 2. And I want to play it again. I liked it on launch day. I mean, the graphics were the one shortcoming, but outside of that, the gameplay elements, the story, everything was interesting. And I want to jump back into the game. I'm sad that we've been having
trying to figure out what
a whole
to go
week not
and what
playing
to
this
do.
darn game. Okay, so
I want to get rid of this wand.
Dragon's Dogma 2 will resume tomorrow, and I also want to start a survival horror game called Alone in the Dark that released last week.
So I want to get rid of it.
At first,
you know what?
I was apprehensive about, but the more I heard about it, and the more that I saw people post about it online, I think it's the kind of game that's right up my alley. It certainly might not be a game that's up a lot of people's, you know, kind of game, but for me, absolutely it is. It's slow-paced survival horror with puzzle elements and creepy stuff and an interesting plot. And the plot is really where I think it's going to excel. We want a good, different kind of game right now, and I think this game is going to fill that gap of variety. And, you know, it was funny because a lot of people were saying over the last week that it's weird that that's a game that I didn't even really talk about, or, you know, and I'm like, yeah, what was I going to talk about? I'm in the midst of too many other games as it is. I'm not going to start another one, right? So I think we're going to balance those two. Okay. Now the question is,
I want the fireball.
What do you want to see tomorrow? Do you want to see Alone in the Dark premiere on the first stream, give it 3 hours or so,
I mean,
or do you want to see me continue
see?
with Dragon's Dogma 2 on the first stream and do Alone in the Dark as a
he
late night premiere
the schedule
of 2 hours? I feel like here's the thing. I feel like Alone in the Dark.
He doesn't know what the schedule
works
is
as a night
at
stream
all.
it's kind of a creepy night vibe, but at the same time, it's a new game on my stream, and I kind of like thinking since it's the first day I'm playing it, I should put it on the daytime stream. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure about this, what to do. I gotta think about it, okay? But I want your feedback about that because I want to make a decision today on what order I'm playing the games tomorrow, all right? Then on Sunday, it's React Day, so that means we're gonna have DSP versus the Internet, the clip show on DSP Reacts on the day stream. And the night stream, get this, we have a selection. It's official. In fact, I'll give you guys the final results of the poll that has been running all week because there is really no reason to continue with this poll. The audience has spoken.
Alone in the Dark 2, the
with
cowboy
487 votes cast, Bully, my original 2013 run, which actually is Bully Scholarship Edition, the HD version of it, has won the poll on DSP Throwback, garnering 48% of the vote. Almost half the people voted for one game. After that, it was Dark Souls 1 continuing, then it was BioShock 1, and then it was Mass Effect 1. So basically, people want to see Bully start, and if it's good and people like it, likely they'll want to see it continue. If it ends up not being as good as expected, probably people will want me to go back to Dark Souls 1. Okay? Now, I just want to remind you all, Retro React is a series that I started about 2 months ago. The idea was that every 2 or 3 weeks, I would do a late night stream on the channel, DSP Throwback, that I would play a classic playthrough, I would watch a classic playthrough that I had done in the past, basically for the very first time, and react to it with you guys. You guys like my React stuff, so having me react to my classic content is funny. You get to see me fail and laugh at my own mistakes, or rage at how dumb I was, or you get to see me cringe at the commentary. I mean, the Heavy Rain playthrough stands for itself. It was really, really good, and people really enjoyed it. So I'm happy that they did.
Pretty fast.
And so, I was going to only do it every 2 or 3 weeks, but you guys liked it so much, you were asking me to do it every week, and people were showing up, engaging with the streams, and supporting them, and I was like, whoa, well, why wouldn't I continue this as a weekly series if people were really liking it? So I kept it in the rotation for the past 6-7 weeks, and it's worked. So as long as you guys keep showing up, engaging, and supporting with those streams, I don't see a reason why I wouldn't keep doing them on Sunday nights. But if I notice now, because we finished Heavy Rain, oh my god, there's a big drop-off in interest, then we probably won't do it every week. We'll skip some weeks. We'll maybe do it every other week, every third week. It'll depend. All right? So, Sunday night, on the DSP Throwback channel, the premiere of Retro React Bully Scholarship Edition, the 2013 run where I started with my camera, and then I actually swapped over to direct capture and streaming halfway through. It's a unique playthrough because of that. I do think there's a big chunk of it that's the camera, though. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, and I hope you guys will join me for that on Sunday night. Now, Monday, basically, again,
the game looks
I want to do a full day of Dragon's Dogma 2 and Alone in the Dark. And again, what order I play I'm not sure. It'll really be up to you guys. I guess it depends on how the games go. Like, which game do you guys like more? Maybe we'll play that as the day stream or whatever. Now, the other few things that are factoring in. Factor number 1. My wife and I want to begin a co-op game. Beyond Two Souls. We haven't done a true co-op ever. You know, we did some Q&A streams in January. And then in February, we attempted to do Dondoko Island co-op in Like a Dragon. That didn't work because the mode was so boring. After 2 sessions, we were bored to tears. So we talked about what we wanted to do next. So Beyond Two Souls is a game she's always wanted to play. She loves the Quantic Dream games, okay? She's never seen a playthrough of it. She's never done anything with it, all right? And she's wanted to, and I'm like, well, why don't we do it together? You know, you could control the main character, maybe I'll make the decisions for the supernatural character, and we could do co-op commentary or whatever. I haven't played the game since it was new, and it was new in 2013. So it's been 11 years since I played this game.
Hey,
okay?
there we go.
I'm sure I won't be remembering half the plot. Okay, so that'll be good. I think it's going to be a fun playthrough. But the question is, when am I going to start it?
Though.
I don't know yet, because it's really reliant on her and her schedule and how she's feeling. You know, originally I thought maybe we'd do it Monday, and she was like, no, I really don't want to do it Monday because I'd be probably beat after getting home from work and everything. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe we'll do it Tuesday, Wednesday. And she's like, I'll think about it, I'll let you know. So when we solidify that, when we decide exactly when she's ready to start that playthrough, we'll solidify dates, and what we might even do is try to solidify a solid schedule of it. Maybe it'll be like once a week on a late night stream, Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that. So you guys know it'll be Tuesday night or Wednesday night co-op with Kat as we do Beyond Two Souls. Now the game is about 10 to 12 hours long, so probably it would take about a month and a half to finish, which is good. If we're doing it once a week, it's good variety, right? It's good stuff to put into the schedule.
Oh God, he really is committing that to the long haul, man. I don't know if that game's
there's 2 other games
that long.
Okay.
Oof.
That I want
month
to
and
play,
a half,
and they're very different. The first game is a game that I bought
you know what, I'm gonna
a couple weeks ago and haven't been able to play it, called the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. It's a collection of Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 that was redone. I haven't been able to play it. Just completely crapped out at launch. It did not work. It was a laggy, buggy mess. Was I able to get matches? Yes. Was I able to play and have fun with them? No. The hit detection was so bad because it lagged so bad that you would just stand there shooting directly at someone in front of you and nothing would hit detect. So you were just spamming wildly all over the place to even try to kill someone. It was just a stupid mess and a waste of the stream.
I feel like I can do something with that.
So apparently they have patched it, and it was actually a couple days ago on this very show. I just booted it up, and it worked beautifully. And I was streaming at the time. And then I played it, and it still worked online, and it was smooth, and the hit detection was perfect. I was like, whoa, they have absolutely fixed it, which is great. Now, of course, the question is, did they fill it with bots? I don't know. But you know what? I want to put it into the schedule at least once. And I want to see how it plays and if it's fun. If we play it as like a night stream once and it's fun and we get people, oh man, it's actually pretty good.
Come on, die.
All right, then maybe perhaps I would go ahead and do it. All right.
Okay, I can't deal with that.
But then let's say we do it once and it sucks. Well, I'll never play it again. But at least I want to give it a shot now that apparently it is functional. Okay? Fair enough? That's number 1. The other game that I'm very, very interested in bringing back basically as soon as possible is Elden Ring.
Oh, what?
The reason is we're all hyped. The Elden Ring DLC is coming in June.
Oh, come on.
About mid-June, I think they said. Right? From mid-June. I can't remember the exact date right now. But basically, I am in the midst of a second run playthrough that I began last year, and I put it on hold essentially when we got into new games like Street Fighter 6. Okay? And I'm excited for the returning of Elden Ring for a couple of reasons. Number 1, I was really liking my magic run, but because the magic run was so powerful, you know, I was beating the crap out of certain bosses. Like I fought the Lich Dragon, what's his name? Forsythisax or Sir Glamifax or whatever the hell his name is. And basically I dominated him on like the second or third attempt. You know, originally it took a lot of tries to beat him, and that's it. I am melting certain bosses now with this magic build, which is fun.
It has to come back before the third Final Fantasy.
You know, suffer, and you're not suffering, so it's not fun, right? Oh, Ballsax. It's Lich Dragon Ballsax. Sorry, I misspoke there. I forgot his name. Thanks for telling me. Anyway, I want to go back to it because number 1, I got to get back into the game. I have to get back into the swing of things with Elden Ring. Remember how it's played, and I have to make progress. Remember, DLC coming out, Shadow of the Erd Tree in June. You have to have beaten Mohg's Temple of Blood, which is a really hard part of the game. And where we are right now, oh, it's Placidus Axe, so it's not Fortua attacks or Battle Axe, it's for Placidus Axe. It's Lich Dragon Placidus Axe.
No.
He's dead, it doesn't matter. Alright, I fucking killed him last year.
I got 1 health.
I nuked him with my Kamehameha wave. He just couldn't do shit. Anyway, so, number 1, we have to get to that point. And if you remember, we still had a lot to do. We had to go back to the underground, beat that whole area, get to the big alien boss, beat that. That gets us to the magic area, the bottom left-hand corner of Urnia. And there you do all the stuff there, fighting dragons and stuff there.
Counter potion.
Right? And then you gotta go back to the northeast, which is the frozen giant land. We have to get through the whole frozen giant area. We have to beat the bosses there. I believe then we get to the way to get to the underground blood temple, right? And then we can beat the whole blood temple and beat Mohg, the real Mohg. And I'm really interested in how I'll do with the magic build against him, because some people are like, it's hit or miss. Like if you get a good,
magic build,
lucky, setup, you can
just
kill
gonna
it
wipe
almost
the
before he
floor with
transforms.
him.
Remember,
What
he
is it?
transforms
What do you mean
in his
you're
boss fight,
interested?
It gets much harder.
Nothing
so people are like, yeah,
happens.
you can nuke him with that Kamehameha, like supercharged. And if you hit him once or twice in a row, you can stop him before he even transforms, and then the fight's really easy. So it's an easy way to cheese him, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it, right? If he gets to that second form, I don't know how it's going to be to beat him, especially with my current magic build that I was using last year. But, so number 1, all right, I have to get to the point where the DLC is, or I won't be able to play the DLC when it releases, right? And that's hours of gameplay. Like I said, all the stuff I just described likely is a good 15 to 20 hours of gameplay, at least, right? To get through all of that shit. But the other thing is, I haven't played the game in a year, so you know I'm going to be rusty. You know, it was a different build, and I had gotten used to it, but that was a year ago. And the other thing is, I want to get to that point, but then be able to give it a bit of a rest, and then go back to it. So you might say, what do you mean? I want to get to the point where the DLC is going to be, and then stop playing it for a few weeks, and then come back when the DLC is new. I don't want to be playing Elden Ring for 2-3 weeks, get to the DLC, and then immediately start the DLC, because then it's going to be Elden Ring burnout. It's too much Elden Ring.
Bro, it was Elden Ring burnout already. So that's what I'm thinking. I want to bring back Elden Ring sooner rather than later. Within the first week or 2 weeks of April, I want to be playing Elden Ring again. So that way we can finish that journey and then give it a little bit of a rest before we jump into the DLC. All right? So, I mean, just listen to what I just said. Dragon's Dogma 2 and Alone in the Dark are the first 2 games I'm playing. Brand new games, juggling them, right? Oh, snap.
Then a co-op will begin. I'm just not sure when yet. I'll let you know when we have more information.
Get rid of this.
Trying out Battlefront again and seeing, you know, if it works, and if it does, maybe throwing that into the schedule once or twice a week, and bringing back Elden Ring. Okay? Now, amidst all of that, I'm all aware that there may be other things going on. For example, we're all awaiting the information about the Akuma release in Street Fighter 6. Right now, I'm not interested in going back to fighting games in any full-time capacity. But maybe when that happens, I'll go back to that. All right? But just listen to the big variety I just said. And by the way, out of all those games I just said, only one of them is truly an RPG, Dragon's Dogma 2. Now, you can argue, oh, but Elden Ring is. Yeah, but it's really its own. When you say Soulsborne, that's its own genre,
yeah, it's
right?
Its own
it stands
genre.
alone.
It doesn't count
it's
as an
different
RPG.
from all the other games
else.
in the rotation. Especially, it's going to be different than Dragon's Dogma 2.
Guys.
So there you go. Now,
there you go.
For all the people spamming FF7 in the chat, you can shut up right now.
What?
We've already discussed this. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth did absolutely poorly here on DSP Game. All right? I played about 20 hours, and it did not do well at all. People were not showing up for the streams. They were not engaging. They were falling asleep and talking about unrelated things, and actually saying it was boring when they watched me play it.
And now we're not going to play it.
The support was ridiculously low for a brand new RPG playthrough. And at that point, I said, oh, maybe it's because of RPG overload. But if you want to know the truth, I don't think so. I don't think that was the case at all. I think it's just people aren't digging the game as much.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm never going to go back to Final Fantasy VII.
You have no choice.
I'm not going back to RPG overload. I refuse. If I'm going to choose between 2 RPGs, I'd rather play Dragon's Dogma 2 than Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now.
You're kidding me.
But I might go back to Final Fantasy VII in the future.
Holy
Maybe when we
shit.
get through Dragon's Dogma, we're looking for another RPG, we can go back to it. But I'm not playing 2 major RPGs at once. I'm not an idiot. We literally just did that for 4 months. I'm not a moron, and I don't care how many people spam the chat and whine like babies about it. I'm not killing my business further Because in reality, as much as I enjoy RPGs, they killed his business.
We love video games.
Literally, Baldur's Gate 3
we
hurt
love
this channel
video
badly
games.
for
We
the
don't
last
do it
2
for
months.
money.
I want you to understand that.
We never do
that
anything
was a
for money.
sacrifice to get through an insane game like that, and I'm not playing long games like that ever again. I can't. They don't fit my formula. All right? Even if they came out with Baldur's Gate 4 tomorrow, I would not be playing it. I cannot play these kind of games anymore. They don't work. Okay?
All right. Well, there you go. He's laid down the law.
Chris
For as much as
Salumbuhit
people came by the
Prop
streams and supported
Salumbuhit
them,
has redeemed
the
the
channel
following
itself has
PTS
dipped so
message.
badly.
BG tatlong
I'm not
figure
kidding you
bills.
when I'm telling you I am down thousands of dollars a month.
No, the
Compared
money.
to before I started Baldur's Gate 3, this channel has dipped in views and support by thousands of dollars a month.
Can you explain that to
You
me
may
in terms
think,
of
oh,
a
but the streams
sandwich?
do well, and the streams are great,
Oh,
but
that's
that's
the
not a
thing.
business.
It just has
That's
an egg.
half of the business. One side has done good, and the other side has completely faltered because of Baldur's Gate 3.
That's dumb.
Literally,
This is
that's
a
the
really
cause and
dumb
effect
one.
reason it's happened. Okay? So, I can't do that shit anymore. I can't. I'm not going to be doing this kind of insane stuff anymore, killing this channel. Alright?
All right, we're banning people right now. People had too many negative opinions.
So. Oh. No, I'm not playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth now. I already said I'm not. It didn't do well when I was actively playing it, and I'm gonna be playing Dragon's Dogma 2, so it's that or one or the other, and I've chosen Dragon's Dogma 2 over Final Fantasy VII. I'm just more interested in it.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
It's that simple.
He's spoken.
Fair enough?
Fair enough. Sound good?
Okay. So, there we go. That's what's gonna happen.
There you
Starting
go.
tomorrow, it's
All
gonna
right.
be Dragon's Dogma and Alone in the Dark balanced. I just don't know the order yet. We have to figure that out today. I'm down for either. Sunday is React Day, starting with Bully on the late stream, which is going to be fun. Monday, again, it's going to be Dragon's Dogma and Alone in the Dark. Tuesday, we'll get some variety where I'll either play Battlefront or co-op with my wife. And I am looking to integrate, you know, Elden Ring into the schedule soon. I just don't know when yet. Maybe we'll start it next week.
Man.
Because next week we won't have the Friday of finishing these
This variety
RPGs or whatever.
sucks.
And so I think that's what we can do.
This variety
okay?
actually sucks.
All right, Cream Sardine, would you like me to ban you now or later? Because I just said I don't want anyone
Wow.
bitching about this, and you're bitching, and I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm not going to have anyone bitching about Final Fantasy VII.
I
at
mean,
all.
stop
Zero. Every
burning-
complaint I get about it, I'm going to say, shut up, because I'm not killing my business over this. And if you say it another time, I'm going to ban you, because I've just had enough of this entitlement. Oh, I just want what I want, nothing else, and I'm going to sit here and whine and complain. But I just told you the rationale of why we're not doing it. Respect that. No, I want it anyway. Shut the fuck up now. Now I'm telling you, shut the fuck up. I literally just had my channel dying for 4 fucking months. I'm not doing it again because you're going to be entitled about it. All right? I understand if you like Final Fantasy VII. Personally, I was liking the game too. I was disappointed with the reception it got on my streams. It was way low viewership. Way low engagement, way low support, and I was like, wow.
And he's
I was shocked. I
hyper-spicy
thought it was
today.
going to do way better than it did, and to the point where I was like, well, if anything goes onto a hold status, it has to be this game, because it's just not doing well, you know?
Dude, stop.
So I don't want to hear the whining. I'm the one trying to have a business here.
I'm
You know,
the one.
doing variety content.
Me,
This is not
Ree.
DSP RPG. And I'm not playing RPGs nonstop all year. I'm just not doing it. I can't do it. I will go out of fucking business. You understand me? I will. I will go out of business. Not every RPG I play is going to have people coming by like what happened with Baldur's Gate 3 and supporting every stream in a huge way. In fact, if you didn't notice, with Final Fantasy, it was actually really bad. So stop with the entitlement. Because that's not how this fucking channel can work. I wish it could. If I had my way,
wish it could work with
we would play way
entitlement.
more RPGs.
Dude,
I want to make this.
if DSP had his way, he would like quite literally demand payment for everything. He would hold everything hostage. Let's be real for a second. DSP having his way is like DSP right now. It's no different than how he's treating the business right now. This is DSP having his way, having his cake and eating it too. Dude doesn't want to do anything. Fuck it. Just do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Stop trying to explain yourself.
Abundantly
They
clear.
truly don't care.
I love RPGs.
You
I
don't
grew up
care.
playing
They
them in
don't
the
care.
90s.
Move on.
But
Next
that's
segment.
not what keeps a business afloat.
Fucking
People
A.
want balance.
People want people want to see you play a
and
game,
they need
man.
to have variety.
How about you just talk forever?
I'm not going to be
look
listening
bad.
to a vocal minority of people who are going to sit here and whine and then basically get my chat just caught
I'm
up
not
in
gonna
crap.
listen to the
I'm just not gonna listen
minorities.
to it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Classic
do what's
Phil.
right, which means balance, which is always what's worked for this channel. And then when I stopped listening to that and I played a bunch of RPGs, it failed. I knew this was going to happen. I called it RPG Overload in January.
I called it.
Everyone's like,
I knew it was
not a
gonna
big deal.
happen.
And then what happens?
What happened?
I'm not kidding.
I was
My views
right.
are way down, and the profit
I
on this
was
channel is way
right.
down. Just because people come back every day and will, you know, tip on a Baldur's Gate 3 stream, that's great. But what about everything else? What about ongoing memberships? What about people who would super chat when there was a great game that they enjoyed? All those people are gone.
What?
You understand? They literally left because they're like, dude, you're playing the same fucking RPGs
Bro,
every day for
this
4 months. We're
guy.
tired of it. They
They're
want
gone, man.
variety. There's
They hate
people
it.
clamoring for new
They
games
left.
to come into this
They
situation.
don't wanna come back.
Or to have something like Elden Ring come back. They're tired of the same
And
shit.
imagine only relying
You know
on
what I'm
games.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? You just play a different thing, man. It's not that serious. It's not that complicated.
Okay.
Okay,
So everyone,
shut up.
I hope you understand, and if you don't, sorry that I can't give you everything you want all the time. As they say,
As they
you
say.
can please some of the people all the time, all the people some of the time, but you simply can't please everyone all the time. What we've had this year is a situation where, unlike
please
previous years, where there'll be
nobody.
a giant game that
I can
everyone wants
literally
me to
please
play.
nobody.
Like, for example, last year at this time, Resident Evil 4 Remake came out, and everyone said play that game, and I did, and it did stupendous. Views, support, everything was amazing when I played Resident Evil 4 Remake. Right? Because that was one game everyone was hyper-focused on. They wanted to see me play. This literally hasn't happened in 2024. It's been some people want this, some people want this, some people want this,
I'm
some
gonna
people
leave
want
this
this,
alone.
and I can't please everyone because I can't play 8 games at once. It just doesn't work. I skipped certain games outright. People are upset about that. I've played certain games, so people are upset about that. So it doesn't matter what I play or what I skip, I'm still on the wrong. So I can't please everyone in a situation like this. I can't. We have to get to the point where
Did Phil ever
eventually there
please
will be
himself?
things everyone wants to see. I know what that's going to be. The Elden Ring DLC. Everyone wants to see me play the Elden Ring DLC.
Why?
Oh, me too.
Why
I'm
do
very
they wanna
excited
see
about it
that?
as well. Okay?
Why do they want to see
So,
that? Have you ever
I'm
asked
excited
that
for that,
question?
and I hope that you guys will get hyped
They
for
just
that.
wanna
But
see you
until then,
fail.
we have to play other games.
You're not going to give them that,
Right?
so they're not going to get what they want.
I can't just fucking play non-stop RPGs. It will not work. So that's it, and I'm putting my foot down. I don't want to have anyone whining in the chat about it. I'm giving you heads up.
Whiners, leave.
We're doing variety for the next 2 months until the Elden
Whiners,
Ring
we do
DLC
not
comes
want to
out.
hear you. We
If
do
you
not
don't like
care.
variety, you're in the wrong spot. This is not DSP RPG, where I get less than 200 views a video because no one cares about lengthy RPGs, and then I go out of business. We're not doing that anymore. We're actually going to do variety content. Okay?
Fair enough.
Fair enough?
Sound good?
Thank you to those who are being
Yeah.
understanding.
Thank
really.
you,
But
except
if
for the
people are going to be
people
stupid
that
about
disagree
it
with
and
me.
complain
Fuck you.
constantly, I'm not going to put up with it. Because it's that kind of attitude that sadly people don't understand is very toxic. There's a difference between saying, man, I really wanted Final Fantasy VII and I really enjoyed it, but I understand why I can't play it right now. Versus, I want what I want, and if you don't give it to me, I'm going to act like a spoiled brat and just stand in your chat and
Wait.
whine and complain and make everything toxic.
Isn't DSP complaining about not getting money for playing these new RPGs, complaining about not getting what he wants? I mean, at the end of the day, if he's not getting the money, and he's not getting the views and the support, it's literally him crying and complaining over him not getting a thing that he wanted, which is attention and money. And he's sitting in the chat right now and he's complaining. He's complaining to everybody else complaining. That's kind of like lame. It's kind of a weird double standard.
There's
I
a
don't
big
know.
difference there. You see?
I agree. There is a big
There's a
difference.
huge difference. This would be the equivalent, and I know you love the food references, right? You go
Sandwich
into a
shop.
restaurant and
Oh
they used to
my
serve your favorite
God.
dish. For some reason, they just can't serve it anymore. So, if they're not serving the dish you don't like, you stand in the restaurant and scream at the top of your lungs, why don't you serve the dish? Why don't you serve the dish?
This
Why
is
don't you serve the dish?
DSP.
Or do you leave and go somewhere else?
This is DSP right now, for real,
Right?
for real.
Or, just maybe, if
Try
you're
the
actually
dish.
kind of
Try the
adventurous,
new dish.
try a different dish.
Yeah.
'Cause you might like it as much
Try
as
a
the old
different
one,
dish.
right?
You
Or
might
maybe
like it.
even more.
DSP
But just
doesn't like
maybe,
trying other
instead
dishes.
of screaming around for Final
He
Fantasy
hates
VII, which
fucking
ain't happening
indie
anytime soon.
games. He hates
Stick
other
around
dishes.
and watch another playthrough, and
He
you
wants
might
the
like
dish that he
instead of
likes.
just being a whiner about the thing that you are so entitled and demanding for that I'm not doing. Okay? And again, it's not that I didn't give it a chance. I absolutely gave Final Fantasy VII a chance, and it didn't work.
Yeah,
It just
didn't
didn't.
work.
People didn't show up.
I didn't get what
They
I
were
wanted,
bored and
so
said,
now I'm
they
throwing it
were
away.
completely disengaged. That's how you can truly tell when a game just isn't resonating with an audience. When people are completely disengaged. They're literally
people
not even
disengaged with
talking
this right now?
about the game in the chat. They're doing everything they can to completely derail the chat because they don't care about the game being played on at all. And that's sad when that
Completely.
happens. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
want to have a stream that people are engaged in supporting and
all of his
enjoying.
streams.
And if I can't do that, then why am I
All
going
of
to
his
continue
streams as
to
of
play that
late,
game?
people have completely disengaged.
Okay.
And he's trying to rationalize only Final
right, guys.
Fantasy VII
So,
had that problem.
We got through all of that. That took a
Okay.
while. I want to talk
Whatever.
about my day off yesterday.
All right, let's hear it. What
In
do
a
we
segment that I like to call Phil's Day Off. Wow, isn't that an interesting coincidence? That's what I call it. Yesterday was a busy day. My wife and I were all over the place.
Okay.
We
What'd you guys
had
do?
to stock up on a bunch of stuff that we were out of. And had other
Likewise.
errands and things that we had to run. We didn't have any big major like appointments or anything like that for a change, which was good. But we did have a ton of stuff to do. We were running around. Actually, while we were out, went to one of those, as I've been telling you, sometimes I go to these more discount clothing resellers. I never go and buy things full price. In fact, I'm going to tell you a story now. So we went to this discount place that resells unsold clothing from
these
top
guys
name
only
stores
physical damage.
at a huge discounted price. I got 5 new shirts for the summer.
Oh,
All right,
shit,
short
he went
sleeve
to
shirts.
Kohl's.
Some are similar to
Hell
like
yeah.
the Hawaiian
Big
style
ups to
shirts that I
Kohl's
already
adventure.
had, but a lot are not. A lot are just different designs that are kind of nice and different. Think shirts like this, but short sleeve instead that I can wear during the spring or summer.
Pants.
So I got 5 of them. Each one was $12 or less. Okay, so
Whoa.
pretty good. So one of them is an Izod shirt that says it's a line called
Izod?
sea something or something like that, or no, saltwater or something like that. And I think what it's supposed to be is meant to be like a summertime shirt. So you think saltwater, the beach, right? That's the
Yeah.
name of the line
Yeah.
of shirts. And it's a
Uh-huh.
really nice tropical looking shirt. And then we went afterward to a name brand full price store
Okay.
that was
Where
selling
was
the
that?
brand new clothes
What
at
was
full
that
price.
called?
The same line of shirts
$50.
sell for $45.
Hell yeah. Price is
And
right,
this shirt
man.
is new. It's just unsold. I was like, dude, I just bought a $45 shirt for $12 just because I bought it at a discount store rather than getting it at the name brand store. It's awesome. I love Izod shirts. And I was like, wow, that's really awesome savings. And it just sucks because obviously what happens is then you go to the full price store and you start walking through and I'm looking at the shirts. I'm like, oh my God, Champion. Look at the quality of this shirt. It's like fully breathable material. It's so good. And it's $50. There's no fucking way I'm spending $50 on one shirt. I'm not crazy rich. I'm not blowing my money like that. Right?
Crazy rich.
I was like, oh, here's another one. I really like the look of these because that Eddie Bauer. I was like, oh, Eddie Bauer shirts. These look really good.
what
Oh,
the-
those are $43 each. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that full
What
price
the
stuff is ridiculous.
flippity-fluke?
So, yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm glad I went to the discount store first and bought the shirts I got there because seeing them full price is like, oh my God. But I had zero temptation to buy any of them because I had already gotten 5 shirts for like $50 instead of 1 shirt for $50. You see? So, yeah, so that's good. So I will have more shirts in my rotation once it
Thank
gets warmer.
God.
And by the
We
way,
got new
it may get
shirts.
warmer sooner rather than later. When I was actually checking the weather here, it looks like even this week it's gonna warm up one day, probably like Tuesday-ish. It's supposed to be almost 70 degrees here, but then it cools down again the next day. So we're gonna have like some days when it's warm, and the cool thing is I have the ability to wear shorts and a short sleeve shirt if I need to, because I have them now. So that's good, right? So that was fun. And then for dinner, we actually went to a different ramen place
Whoa.
than the one that we usually go to.
All
But
right,
it was
tell us
still
about
local, and the ramen was absolutely good. It was
Uh-huh.
delicious. It was full
We
of
didn't go
flavor.
to the mall. We went
The one
somewhere
I
else.
got
Full of
had more of like
flavor.
a pork base, while Kat got one that had a miso base. So they tasted completely different, and they even put different noodles in them. Like I had thinner noodles, and she had thicker noodles.
Uh-huh.
And the
Yeah,
pork,
we
they put
know.
slices of
She's
pork belly,
she's
and the
got
pork
thicker
belly was
noodles. I
so
agree,
amazing.
Phil.
It was like melt in your mouth good.
Cat
It
with
was
the
a super
thicker
duper good
noodles.
ramen dinner that we had while we were out, which we almost never do. We almost never eat out like that. But it was fun because we were out almost all day. Like we left the house, I want to say around noonish, and we didn't get home till after like 8:30 p.m. So we were out like all day, grocery shopping, Costco, pet store, clothing shopping, all kinds of shit. It took us all day long. It was a very busy day, a very tiring day. By the time I got home, I was sore. You know, I'm not used to being out 8-9 hours straight, walking around, carrying stuff.
Yeah, crit.
Got home like, oh my God, old man Phil, right? I'm like, oh, my back is killing me. 'Cause I'm a fucking, you know, stupid idiot who just sits here all day in a chair and I'm not used to moving.
Anyway.
So, that was Phil's day off. Nothing ultra
What
crazy.
a
But
special day off, man.
today,
has
I'm happy
redeemed
to
the
have more
following
shirts in my wardrobe
TTS
that I'll be wearing on
message.
streams
I have no money
in
and I
probably
must
just a
beg.
few weeks to a month when it gets warmer here. Excuse me.
What's this one?
So now, ladies and gentlemen, moving
Ping pong
forward,
pant
it is time
pad.
for another segment.
Oh God,
It's
a
my
news
favorite segment. It's your favorite segment. In some cases, it's everyone's favorite segment. It's a segment that I like to call DSP News.
Oh boy.
And today we have several different news stories to discuss. First of all, the PS Plus essential titles for April have been announced and will be live shortly. They start in the beginning of April, I think April 1st or 2nd. They are Skull the Hero Slayer, Minecraft
Ooh,
Legends.
that uses a
Wasn't
lot.
that Minecraft spin-off game that actually had like a story to it or something like that? I think, but I don't remember what it was. And Immortals of Avium. Does anyone remember Immortals of Avium?
You
At all?
You
It
should.
came out last year.
DSP,
and it
you
got
put it on your
zero, and I
list.
mean zero.
He literally had that game
hype
on his list.
behind it. There was almost
Fucking
no
what the
real
hell?
push to sell the game. The promotion was terrible. The marketing was non-existent. And they released it the same time as Baldur's Gate 3. So it literally got eaten alive. Just no one
Consumed,
played it.
devoured.
No one even knew it existed. Okay? Some people who played it, they said it's all right. Others have said it's actually quite good. But again,
barrier too.
it was completely dead. And this was the game
Oh,
that I believe it was. Is it EA? Whoever is the publisher of it.
I should
Okay.
not have bought that. I didn't realize
Literally
it
came out
has
and said,
ammo.
"This is the reason why we don't want to make single-player
Damn.
games anymore." Seriously, this is what they said. They said, "Oh, you see, we put all this millions of dollars into this game, and no one bought it. But all of our live service games with microtransactions are doing good, so we should just keep making those." I'm not shitting you. They came out and said this in like an event. They were interviewing one of the head ups, and this is how they answered. It's like, dude, you made a game, and you didn't market it at all. You literally just expected it to sell itself. You spent no money on the marketing. So no one knew the game existed. I mean, we saw what? Summer Game Fest, we saw like a minute of footage of it, but even then it was hard to tell what it was. There was no real push to get it out there or get anyone interested in it. And then
Almost
Baldur's
like
Gate 3 was coming out, and that
thinking
was what was
about
the
the
hype
benefit
thing.
of their business.
And it's like they just
It's
gave
not like
up.
DSP saying he doesn't
You know what I
want
mean?
to play
Like, I feel like they
RPGs. Bro,
did just
this
give
guy-
up on it. They were like, forget it. We have no
Whatever.
chance. And that's sad. You know, that's really sad. Because if this game is
Sad
good,
that
which
this
it might
dude
be,
actually considered
I wish
playing
it
that
did have
game
an audience. So,
initially.
you know, being a PS Plus Essentials game for April, maybe it'll finally get an audience. Maybe people will play it this next month and be like, holy shit,
Will
this
you
game
play
actually
it?
was good. And everyone just skipped it, you know, because Baldur's Gate. So
Oh.
maybe give it a look. If you're a PS Plus subscriber
Baldur's
in
Gate
April
was the
at any
reason,
level,
though.
you'll have access to it. Am I playing it? No.
Nope.
I already told you my agenda for April.
Nope.
That's what I'm interested in.
We're just talking
There you
about
go.
other things. Talking about things we can't do.
So we've been talking about what to do during my birthday event coming up
Oh,
in
God,
a week,
this
a little
thing.
over a week. It's actually a week from tomorrow. Okay. So far, we've kind of locked in some interesting ideas. Number one, we're gonna do a gaming schedule update. All right. And number two, we're gonna be doing food and booze. And number three, I'm gonna be
and
reacting to
booze.
some of my most highest viewed videos of all time. But we
the
have a
food
tier
and
maker that we've been
booze
talking about, and
segment.
we haven't really decided what the tier maker is gonna be.
What?
Well, during my day off,
What'd Kat
OP
say?
Boone did a post.
Oh, that was Boone.
And I wanted to read this to you guys. Is this really news? Well, yes and no, but it's an
It's
interesting
not.
idea. All
It's
right.
not
It says
news.
you can rank each year of your YouTube career based off the games you played, but other factors regarding you and your content and your life.
What?
Like in 2010 and 2011, you can rank high. There were great game releases those years, and you were at the height
Those
of your
years you had
popularity on YouTube.
Leanna.
2013, you moved to direct capture. Maybe
What?
that could be a high-ranking year.
You gotta be
because
careful
Xbox One
about
and
this.
PS4
This
came
is
out.
not a good idea.
2017, you had a resurgence because you came back as a full-time live streamer. Maybe 2020, there was the release of PS5 and the Xbox Series X, and
Setting
also the
ourselves
fact
up
that you
for
had
a
the
Leanna
vest
segment
streak and stuff
without
like
thinking
that.
about it. The vest
Okay.
streak. Oh, that shit was toxic.
Interesting.
We hated that
The only
streak.
thing that's going to be tough about that, honestly, would be it's going to be very hard to remember a lot of stuff because I've been around for so long.
Oh.
Like if you were to tell me, hey, rank
I can't
2009
remember
versus
things.
2015,
I
I'd be like,
can't
I have no
dude,
fucking clue.
what?
I'd have to go back and look at my channels and look at the games
I'd have to
I
go
played
back and think
to
about
remember
it.
what games actually came out that I played and covered.
God
I'd have
damn.
to try to think about what
I'd have
actually
to
happened
try
those
and
years.
think.
And it might be like a tough thing to do. So I'm okay with this
I
idea
agree.
because
It's
all it would be
tough
is
to think.
2008, 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
This is a
24.
horrible
right? And
idea.
of course, 24, we wouldn't rank
I don't know
because it just
why
started.
he's
We would take all those
entertaining
years
this.
and you have to try to rank them, and it's like, that might be tricky.
He can't even
It might
rank
be a
his
tricky
favorite
thing to do.
sandwiches.
Well,
I've
I'd
been
be
ranking
okay
the years we existed.
perhaps,
What?
in,
Huh?
in doing something
I don't
like
know.
that.
This seems like a
Okay?
troll,
So what do you
man.
guys think about that? Should that be the tier maker that we do during the birthday event? And even if we don't finish it, just I think we could start it and it would be fun. And that's an easy one to make. You know, Derek was on the stream the other day. He's like, I
Derek!
want to make a tier maker for you. I'm like,
Get
yeah,
out
we
of
don't know
here,
what we're
Derek.
doing. So maybe if we solidify this and say that's what we're gonna
Dude,
do.
your birthday is
you have
like
them like whipped together
a
quick
week
tier
and a
maker
half.
with just
You gotta
years.
Solidify
you
this
know,
now.
or something like that, and go from there. I don't know. But let me know what you think. If you like that idea, we're still trying to solidify all the stuff we'll be doing during the birthday event, and that's a great idea, I feel. In fact, I'll save that on my phone so we can talk about that later. You guys may have heard about this, maybe you didn't, but there's a new game coming out called Marvel Rivals. Now, I don't believe it has a full release date yet, but they are saying that there's going to be a closed alpha starting in May. This is a game that's for PC only.
Okay.
All right. PC only. So that's already limiting it. It's going to be free to play. It's going to be a 6v6 team-based action game, third-person perspective, and it's all Marvel characters, including characters from X-Men, Spider-Man, the Avengers, all fighting against each other with their superpowers. So, team-based combat, and already people are saying it's Marvel's Overwatch. Well, it is, except it's not first person like Overwatch, it's third person. And not to say that that's a big change or anything.
Oh, come on, just
So
die.
it's funny because at first when it was announced, people were like, oh, that could be interesting. But already some cracks are starting to form around the game. First of all, it's made by a company called NetEase. Do anyone you know the company NetEase? Do you know what they are? They're a mobile games company. Up until this point, they've literally only pumped out mobile video games. So if you play mobile games, maybe you're aware of them, but this would be their first major outing into a full-fledged game rather than a mobile model. But being that the game is free to play, you know what that means. This game is going to be rife with microtransactions.
Yeah.
And how many times have we seen a game like this come out?
Wait,
and all of a sudden,
we're against
you got people spending
microtransactions
insane
now?
amounts of money on it
Huh?
to get ahead, or you know, I want the new character.
I
Drop
thought we were
money on the
supporting
loot box, drop money on
microtransactions
this
to
or
be a
that, right?
thing.
Like we don't know how the monetization model is
This
going to work.
changed.
Obviously, free to play means there's definitely huge monetization in it somewhere. But the question is
Well,
how.
we were
If
just
it's pay
talking
to
about
win, then
Dragon's
what's the point
Dogma
of even
2 having
playing the game,
microtransactions, and it was okay, and it's not a big deal, and people were getting in a tizzy about nothing.
right? Now I'm interested because it's PC, and I have a mini PC I don't use.
What?
Would I be able to play this game on the mini PC?
No.
I don't know. I can't answer that. Maybe if I can, that'd be cool. I think I'd like to check it out, but I don't know the requirements if it would be able to run on that thing or not.
That potato
At
is
least give
not
it a
running
shot when it's
shit,
new. It's free
man.
to play. You know, why not even give it a shot, right? So the closed alpha's in May, but it's closed. I don't know how to get into it yet. I don't think they've even announced the details of that yet. But if you guys are interested, I would look into it further, or if you have more details on it, I'd be interested in that. As long as I can figure out a way to play it. You know what I mean? Well, there's basically one other thread to our news today, and it is basically
Basically.
a bunch of game companies are being sold off. And in some cases, the
Oh.
companies are actually very happy about this. Okay? So the first announcement. Sega has sold Relic Entertainment and will cut 240 roles across Sega Europe, Creative Assembly, and Sega Hardlight. Relic will transition into an independent studio and no longer be part of the Sega group of studios. So for those who don't know, this company has made games such as Company of Heroes 3. Does anyone know that game? Because the thing is, I don't even know what that is.
I like this.
Relic Entertainment and Company of Heroes 3. It doesn't really ring a bell to me. But what's interesting is a lot of these companies at one point were desperate to join these more conglomerate style bigger publishers and companies, feeling that that was going to benefit them, maybe to have more money or whatever. But now it seems like a lot of these companies are trying to cut off and do their own thing. We just saw it with Toys for Bob. They became part of Activision and immediately were told just make Call of Duty DLC shit, which they hated doing, right? And then they decided, hey, screw that, we're gonna go independent. And so they have, and now they're happy again, and now they're already, you know, gonna make a game for Microsoft. Stupid? Same thing here, where it sounds to me like this company probably wasn't too happy being a part of Sega. So now, thankfully, they're going to be independent and trying to do things for themselves. I think it's sad that Sega is cutting a bunch of roles. At the same time, if you really think about games coming out of Sega these days, what are the good ones? Well, the Like a Dragon series and the Lost Judgment series. We did just have Sonic Frontiers that did decently. But outside of that,
I don't know if that's going to be good.
Can you tell me what Sega's been up to that's been good or done well? I can't think of a single other game.
I don't know what Electric
that's coming
Charge
out under
does.
that umbrella, right?
I don't want to get
it's
the
like they're
shot.
really milking Like a Dragon and its spin-offs for all it's worth. And, you know, every once in a while, they try to bring back Sonic. Like, for example, later this year, we got this new Sonic Generations game that now has Shadow in it. But it just feels to me like that's it. Like, what else are they doing? So, I guess maybe that's why they're cutting jobs. It's unfortunate. I wish that Sega would come back and do something better. I don't know why they've been floundering the way that they have been. The other one, and this I think is a much bigger story.
That sounds pretty good.
Just listen to this. Embracer Group divests Gearbox Entertainment for consideration of $460 million to Take-Two Interactive Software. It's official. The company that owns GTA is now going to own Borderlands and all those franchises. So they're even saying Take-Two will get Borderlands and Tiny Tina's and Wonderlands franchises, Homeworld, Risk of Rain, Brothers in Arms, and Duke Nukem. Okay?
Okay.
So they're getting all the major stuff from the umbrella of Gearbox. They're buying it all out. And it's going to be under Take-Two now.
Okay.
And some people are like, will this mean that perhaps some of these games that have been around on the shelf for a while, namely Duke Nukem, would actually have content again? If you remember, Duke Nukem Forever released in 2011 after an insanely long dev cycle of something like 13 years.
It's funny.
It came out, and everyone was like, meh. I personally thought that it was an awesome throwback to the classic Duke Nukem from the 90s. It played like it, it sounded like it looked like it, which I guess a lot of people weren't happy with the graphics. But overall, the tone was just like a Duke Nukem game from the 90s, so I actually really enjoyed it. But most people hated it. Absolutely hated it. Well, you got Take-Two Interactive, the game known for irreverent adult style, irrelevant?
Irrelevant? I'm gonna try again. Take a sip.
Take-Two Interactive makes some immature games, right? GTA isn't known for its ultimate maturity, correct? So, does this mean that they would revive the franchise? I don't know. You know, I guess we'll see. But it's a huge announcement because, you know, a lot of these games are on the downturn, like Borderlands. For those who don't know, Borderlands 3 was not critically acclaimed like its previous two outings.
Why do they keep splitting up?
Tales from the Borderlands 2, the sequel to the one from Telltale before, did very poorly. Like, no one even really talked about it. It did not sell well. So the Borderlands franchise is on a downward turn. But the funny part about it is, there's a Borderlands movie coming out.
Okay.
So I want you to think about this. At a time when the Borderlands movie is about to come out, it might give Borderlands unprecedented popularity. Borderlands was just sold to Take-Two Interactive.
Oh. Okay, we gotta be careful.
Perhaps.
Basically dead.
Borderlands is gonna get a big injection of adrenaline into it now. I wonder, right? I wonder.
Please, I don't want to die.
But anyway, it was funny. Randy Pitchford, who is very controversial. Let's be honest. A lot of people don't like the guy. He's the head of Gearbox. Said the following. Joining forces with Take-Two Interactive and 2K will help Gearbox ascend to our next level. Take-Two and 2K have demonstrated repeatedly their commitment to our engine of generating creativity, happiness, and profit. We set remarkable results with groundbreaking, record-setting games when we worked together at arm's length as partners. I'm incredibly excited about what we can accomplish now that we're fully aligned as
super excited. I
one.
think I can heal myself.
So, I guess we'll see what happens here. And by the way, during all this going on,
super fast.
Basically in the documentation, okay, it was revealed that Borderlands 4 is already in development. So Borderlands 4 is being made. How long in the development we don't know, but it was revealed that yes, it's basically that's going to Take-Two now. So I guess we'll see. Do you really think that being under the umbrella of a new parent company would make things go differently? Because I'll be honest, I do think Gearbox has kind of lost its way. I think they were doing good for a while there.
It's kind of hard.
They kind of floundered the last many years. So hopefully maybe
he's kind of doing his thing right now
with what gamers and everybody wants. I don't know. Anyway, okay, one last story. This one's kind of interesting. It's not gaming related. All right. So as we all know, Twitter is no longer called Twitter. It's called X.
Okay.
It's bought out by Elon Musk.
Bot story.
And
are we gonna do the bot story?
A lot of people say they like it better. A lot of people say they don't like it as much. I'll be honest. I think that it's a mess. I think that since it was taken over, the feeds are awful. Like you can't really get a lot of meaningful information anymore.
Bro, I get
feed.
You get so much meaningful information. What are you talking about?
And you try to get it out of your feed, and it comes back. So you try to get it out of your feed again, and it comes back again. Like the bots they're using to figure out an algorithm of what you want to watch are terrible. It's like they're trying to purposefully feed you certain content you don't want, and you can't get rid of it. It's really fucking annoying. So
get putting yourselves onto me.
This is not critics of X. This is actual people who own spam bots that have actually come out in interviews now and said it has gotten way...
I don't want to hear this story. This is so fucking stupid. We're literally talking about how Twitter, the thing that he used to like brag about how he got like, guys, I got the fucking blue check mark on Twitter. Now that it's been taken over, he's now complaining that Twitter has a bunch of bots. And he's using the reference of a person saying, yeah, man, we run bots and we can do it much easier. Bro, the bots have been there. The bots have always been there. And they'll continue to be there. So who cares? Just block them.
No one knows what that means. So they're just immediately getting all basically adult-rated sexual content.
Oh my god, just next segment.
Positively, before Elon bought talk on Twitter back, it's just
Twitter segment is so fucking worthless. Actually worthless.
So, yeah. I'm not surprised to hear a story that all this stuff is going terrible.
Bragging about another guy making more money than him, having a thing that he uses. It's like fucking making fun of whoever owns YouTube right now.
It goes this way, then it goes this way. It does. Only, is it better either way? I don't think so.
Oh.
I think what we need is a level-headed person.
Cool, great.
Who's serious about just operating the business for being like a fair place to talk, as opposed to, oh, well, I'm totally left. Well, I'm totally right. Well, I want it to be a free speech, but then that means that all these fucking bots come in and ruin the site. Like, what? Like, no. It's just funny because a lot of the things that Elon said.
I want to have this as a free speech place. Proceeds to then dump on it now being converted to a free speech place because it has bots. Bro, what do you want? What do you actually want?
Like, he's like, I think the only way we're going to get rid of bots is to make verified memberships paid for. No, what? Like, it's such a lie when he said shit like that. It's like, what did it do? No, it just made the bots get priority because they paid for it, you stupid idiot.
I'm so glad Phil knows how to fix everything.
The site sucks. Okay.
Right, pretty cool.
Ladies and gents, I think it's now time for us
have a leaderboard.
To get shout-outs.
Not a leaderboard.
All right,
we
so
used to have
begin,
like
shall we? And then
Phil's greatest tweets of all time where he dunked on people.
So, let's see here.
It's no longer meaningful.
Our first contribution of the day came from Steve.
We don't do that anymore.
It was a super chat.
That was a negative thing, a negative part of our life.
Senator Joe Lieberman has passed away. Yeah, he passed away on Wednesday. He's in the 80s,
tells who he is.
Any memories of his time as Senator of Connecticut for his campaign against gaming? It was him, and who was the other guy?
Yeah,
there were these two guys who were infamous in the 1990s, where they were totally trying to censor video games.
Okay.
They kept saying that like games were awful and too ultra violent. You know, Jack Thompson. That's who it was. It was Joe Lieberman and Jack Thompson. Thank you. I forgot the other guy's name. Oh, by the way, that's the end of DSP news, so we can come back over here. And what they would do is they would talk about these games. and they would completely over-sensationalize them. So, for example...
Wow. For example, my previous segments.
I remember this one game that everyone made a scapegoat in the 90s was Night Trap, okay? And they were like, aren't you aware that Night Trap is this horrendous, sexualized game about girls that are being abused by a bunch of violent criminals and stuff? And it's like, you could tell they didn't play the game. Night Trap has nothing to do with that. It's a bunch of girls having a party in a house.
This has so much irony
and basically
in it.
These guys break in,
Absolutely,
and
so
it's
much,
comedic. There's no nudity.
much irony.
There's no real violence whatsoever. It's meant to be kind of like a parody of 1980s like horror movies, but it's not serious. It's actually, the whole game's a joke. It's goofy, and half the people are, just listen to this, vampires. They smile, they have fangs. It's stupid. It's a stupid game. It was meant to be campy stupid. There's nothing horrible in that game whatsoever. But the people like Joel Lieberman and Jack Thompson campaigned to the 90s. Oh, we gotta get these games banned. It's like, you didn't play them, you idiots. You guys just made it up. The one that, of course, everyone complained about was Mortal Kombat, right? And Mortal Kombat being so ultra gory or whatever. And I understand, listen, a game where someone rips someone's head off and their spine's dangling from it, maybe too gory for kids. Maybe you shouldn't have kids playing it. Kids played it anyway, you know, but I kind of understand that. They tried, that's exactly right, Lady Charisma. They were trying to blame games like Doom for the Columbine shooting and massacre. And it's like, Doom? How many people played Doom?
Oh, we gotta talk about that.
Compare the total amount of players of Doom in the 1990s.
Eventually, I gotta talk about DSP's take on the Columbine issue.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Even make that association.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, that's like saying, and this is apparently what happened, that the people who committed 9/11, right? They were doing flight simulator games. So that's like saying the flight simulator games are horrible because they can make people terrorists, right? What the fuck are you talking about? The stupidest thing I've ever heard. This is the fringe. This is the one in a zillion that happens as a result. And then you act like that's the case in point of what happens to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's literally how they were talking in the 90s about they wanted to ban these games or label any game with violence like adults only. It was just extreme. But this is actually how the video game ratings board came about, because before then there really were no ratings on games. So parents did have a hard time judging what was kid-friendly and not. I agree with the ratings board for games. I really do. Just like movies. It was hard, you know, you want your kid watching something that's in line with their age and maturity range. You don't want a little kid playing an ultra gory game, you know what I mean? So you need to have that, and I think that the ratings board, it was a great idea. Now, is it perfect? No, it's not. It has a lot of flaws and issues, and sometimes there's dumb stuff that happens with it. But, you know, definitely the 90s were an interesting time, and like I said, Joe Lieberman was one of the people who spearheaded that movement of kind of censorship or regulation in video games. That's what I remember him from. And also, he was a vice presidential candidate, I think, in the early 2000s. Wasn't he the vice presidential candidate for,
that takes a lot of mana.
Wasn't it Al Gore and Joe Lieberman that were running in 2000 and they lost to Bush Jr.? I think so, right? Anyway, okay, continuing on. BB Phil has done a super chat. Thank you, BB Phil. I saw Alex Vai mentioned you in a recent interview. Oh, great. I'm sure it's in a positive manner. He said people begged him to try and stop your Evo run. I never heard that one before. You must have absolutely been a dangerous player if they had to beg Alex Vai to try and stop you. Again, that's the first time I've literally ever heard that statement. I never really talked with Vai that much because we were different. I was always East Coast, he was West Coast. We were known as rivals just because of that. It was really stupid the way that was back then. But anyway, yeah, I mean, and the funny part is he did beat me in 2006, but then I beat him in 2007. We were 1-1. We never actually finished our competitive set of Super Turbo, nor have we ever faced each other in a real tournament.
Yeah, do another set. Do another tournament. Go call them out.
Different console ports and shit that we've played.
Go on.
So
do another set,
dude. We never actually had a real showdown on the real game.
I have a showdown.
And again, he'd probably whoop my ass because I don't play it anymore.
Oh.
So there you go.
Okay.
And BB Phil became a member. Thank you, BB Phil, for the membership. Jack Anderson, re-upped membership for 25 months. Would you co-op with members with long memberships?
I'm aware.
Co-op in what? As you know, I'm a solo gamer. If I do multiplayer online, it's 9 times out of 10 randomized multiplayer. I don't really do co-op stuff. No.
What about with your wife?
No, I'm not really interested in that. And Covenant Lazarus did a super chat. Did you see Embargo creator Enkel is releasing an RPG horror game? I have no idea what any of that means. Embargo creator, what is embargo? No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Covenant Lazarus, sorry, I don't. I wish I did. I wish I knew what you were speaking of, but I don't. But thank you for the super chat, Covenant Lazarus.
Actually want to know, or is this just like Bill just saying he wishes just so it would stop? He's worried it's like a meme or something.
All right, now we get to tip side of stuff. Sorry that it's already running late because I had a lot to talk about. I always do on my day back, right? We always have a ton of things to talk about. I received, let's see here.
I received, let's see here. 1 minute man? Some money?
Wow. Epic Kirk rebrushed.
Canadian
Tip the
Kirk.
dollar, and here's what he has to say. Thank you for calling out Elon Musk. The guy is a loony copycat disciple of mine who will say and do anything at this point to maintain his wealth and power. The guy embodies changing the world and is all about making great products and services that incidentally are affordable, but there's a dilemma. He's changing the world for the better, but his politics say he wants to terraform Earth into a real-world Elysium the movie. Sigh.
What? What are we talking about,
congratulations on all of that. Thanks
Get
for the
out
tip.
of here.
I received a $3 tip from Big Papa Phil. Have you watched the new show X-Men 97? I love the original series. I like the idea of a new series bringing over the look and feel of the older series they're based on. I don't have Disney Plus, and I'm not getting it back, so I have no way to watch the show. If it ever is available somewhere that I don't have to spend extra money to watch it, maybe. But as I said weeks ago, you know, the 1990s, there was a lot of things that I liked and I watched all the time. Definitely the X-Men Saturday morning cartoon was one of them. The Animaniacs, the Batman animated series, Gargoyles. You know, there's certain things that were staples of my youth in those early 90s. And then I got older, and I don't really care for those things anymore. You know, it's kind of like how there's 700 different versions of Ninja Turtles now, and people keep asking me, well, did you see the latest one? Did you see the latest one? Did you see the latest one? And every time I answer, no. My interest in Ninja Turtles waned as I became an adult. Dude, I don't really care.
Didn't we have a pizza party
if there happens to be a video game that's a nostalgic throwback? Like
dude, you had a whole fucking segment with a pizza party and like gushing over comics. No, you didn't even look at the comics. You looked at the covers of the comics for like a whole 40 minutes when we played a fucking Turtles collection. By the way, we didn't even finish that. We never got back to finishing that. Excuse me, sir. But that's kind of weird that we're talking about we don't care about the Turtles. It's like him saying he doesn't care about Ghostbusters. I mean, yeah, he doesn't watch it now and he doesn't care about the new shit, but he still cares about it.
It was 2 years ago with Shredder's Revenge.
Whatever.
Or the Ninja Turtles collection that came out. Sure, I'll throw some variety into my streams with some Ninja Turtles content, but I'm not someone who actively seeks out to watch Ninja Turtles constantly. You see?
Just say you haven't watched it.
The new version, the new rehash, I don't really care.
Just say that.
So when you ask me, do I care about X-Men 97? I'm like, maybe there's a tiny bit of
he asked you if you
curiosity
watched it.
just to see what they've done. But am I actively like seeking to continue watching a show that ceased airing in the 1990s and is now having a season that literally continues that plot line?
I did not realize that's what my
30 years later, when I'm an adult.
That was a bad idea.
No, I don't want to sit around watching X-Men cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not interesting to me.
Hey,
I
just say
cared much
you're
about
not
X-Men at all.
interested
I
in
didn't
move
see
on.
the last several X-Men movies. And that's, me caring. I used to watch all the X-Men content. The last thing I saw X-Men was Days of Future Past and the Logan movie. And that's it. I haven't seen anything past that, nor do I really care to. Because I just don't care about X-Men anymore, right?
Okay.
Your interest in stuff wanes over time. I get older, I'm like,
Dude.
Just like a lot of things, like a lot of people
Is
still
his
today
interest
are
gonna
bringing up
wane
pro
in
wrestling in the
when
chat,
he gets
and I'm
older?
like, I haven't seen a match of pro wrestling since 2020. Like, that was literally the last time I saw it was 4 years ago. A WrestleMania during
honey,
COVID,
I used to be
right? That was the
interested in
last
you,
match
but,
I saw. Drew McIntyre versus
I'm not really
Brock
so much
Lesnar.
anymore.
I remember it.
Sorry,
Because
honey.
after I watched it, I was like, man,
just interested in other things. I grew up.
And then I canceled WWE Network, which doesn't exist anymore, right? I canceled the network. I don't care about this stuff anymore. It's fucking boring to me. You know, I'm past it now. So
I'm over it. I'm older now.
yeah,
I'm more adult.
I mean, more power to you if you like the X-Men show. If it ever popped up somewhere where I could actively watch it, I probably would give it a look. But
It's
no,
somewhere
I'm
you can
not
actively watch it.
crazy for
You
it.
don't have to
I'm
pay
kind
for it,
of
but
past it. I
it's
don't really care
there.
about it anymore. It's like Ninja Turtles. I would say same as Ninja Turtles. And Ninja Turtles, I was huge into Ninja Turtles. I watched the cartoon. I had the comic books.
This
I had
is
both versions
so
of the comic books, the
fucking
Archie
weird.
and the Eastman and Laird originals. I watched the movies, you know, everything. And then I just kind of like, I don't really care about Ninja Turtles anymore. And then they continued in the 2000s. They continued in the 2010s. They're continuing in the 2020s. It's like, dude, it's fucking Ninja Turtles. It's a bunch of mutated turtles. Wearing masks, acting like ninjas. It's
Really?
not the best concept ever. How are we still doing this like 40 years later? And it's pretty insane. Anyway, continue on here.
God, we got past
I
that
received a
segment.
$15 tip.
1 Minute Man, and he tells you something about the lore of the game that you're finishing up.
1 Minute Man. My nose itches. 1 Minute Man with a $15 tip. Let me get my screen to load. There we go. Okay, so 1 Minute Man, $15 tip, and says the following.
All right, what's the lore? I hear this. It's very important.
Congrats on finishing Baldur's Gate 3. It's been a long journey, stressful at times, but you persevered, and although you skipped a few quests due to time constraints, your playthrough is quite solid. Now only the epilogue remains. This is probably the best video game epilogue ever made. As for the epilogue,
I don't know.
if you had actually given the Githyanki egg to Lae'zel before the end of the game, you would actually have a son. Wow. Gale is a god because you made it that certain dialogue choice. Karlach will have some news. Shadowheart will have some stuff to talk about. If you saved her parents, she actually ends up with them. Well, she decided not to. Perhaps a better ending. And also, who got married? I didn't hear any marriage vows. It's just a reunion. Oh, we'll find out. Find out. There's another $10 tip. From 1 Minute Man.
Yeah.
I'm a bit surprised how quickly you decided to comply with Orpheus' request and become an instrument of death. I think most people would have tried to avoid that. Why didn't you try to persuade Orpheus to go on living? Hold on. I'll play another animation for you and add this to the leaderboard, and then we will, I'll answer that. Yes, he says more here. He says, if you succeeded the charisma check, he would have agreed and even shown up for the reunion. I wouldn't recommend working for a 988 hotline. Here's the thing. At least my take on this, okay? I feel like in Baldur's Gate 3, you know, in some games there's charisma, and the charisma means like, okay, you have the ability to say certain options or say things that maybe a person who wasn't as witty as you wouldn't be able to say. Like, I feel like that's what it is in Fallout. When you play Fallout, you know, 3 or New Vegas or 4, when you have high charisma in there, right? I feel like you're basically able to say more intelligent things, right? And that could convince people otherwise. I feel like in Baldur's Gate 3, you're just kind of mind-fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not actually telling them something smart or intelligent. You're just giving them like a tongue-tie words, and they're like, and then they just do something different because they're like mind-addled, right? I mean, the whole Mind Flayer plotline makes you feel that way. Like, there's always something underlying going on. So it'd be like, literally, the entire game, you're told Orpheus detests the Illithids. He thinks that they're the ultimate evil. He wants to end the Illithids. Like, that's his ultimate existence, is that he wants to end them and become the liberator of his people. But then he makes the ultimate sacrifice. He turns himself Illithid to stop the Illithids. And then when it's done, he's like, this is the ultimate evil. I don't want to exist like this anymore. It's actually, you know, it's the opposite of what I would want for my people or whatever. So unless there was a way to reverse the change, right? You know, he's already told you, my outright strongest feeling and desire is that I want to go. I don't want to be around like this. This is not going to help my people. And by the way, as we've already said, it seems like every Illithid in the game eventually goes bad. Even though we found one with Omalum who seems like he's a good guy, what's to say that he might not change eventually, right? Everyone, even we thought the Emperor was a good guy until the end when we found out actually he's a bad guy. His whole idea was to control everyone after he took out the brain.
I don't think anybody actually takes this too seriously.
And eventually he was going to take everything over. Maybe it's not today, but that was his master plan. He already had done so with Duke Stelman, and no one even knew it, you know? So, I kind of understand where the prince is coming from. And if listen, he should have the ability to choose what he wants to do with his own life, right?
Yeah.
Now maybe it's wrong that he asks you to kill him. Maybe if he had done himself off or something, I don't know. But like I said, if you're using that charisma,
hell yeah, all-seeing eye.
It feels to me like you're not convincing them to do something different. You're literally like mind controlling them, right? You used your words to play a fast one, and they're like, blah, 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 okay, whatever. Instead of saying, oh, you've convinced me now with your argument to think differently, it seems more like you're actually like mind controlling them. And I think that would be messed up. If every single time you heard about the prince, you heard about this.
That is basically mind control.
This is evil.
I haven't played the game long enough,
but I'm sacrificing myself for the good of everyone. Literally, he's the martyr of the world. When you think about it, he saved everyone by sacrificing himself like that. You know, and he knows that eventually he's going to go evil. Stop it before it gets to that point, right? So that's a noble thing. You know,
I love how he's spoiling everything for me because he can't keep his mouth shut. Yeah, he doesn't really care. He's like, he's done with it, so everybody else must have been done with it, so whatever.
I'm more important and smarter than you, so I tell you what to do, right? I don't like that. He made his choice, so let him have his choice be what happens, rather than taking that freedom away from him. Because essentially that's what it would be. You'd be taking the freedom away from him if you mind fuck him with the charisma choice.
I don't like him saying mind fucking. Okay? Mindfucking is such a weird thing for him to say.
Shout out to Wade Mills, who came a member this morning. And by the way, everyone, I hope that you're excited for today. I mean, today is like a celebration. It really is. We're finishing 2 of the longest running games that I've been playing. And we can move on to new stuff starting tomorrow. Yes. We got to figure out the order. Do you want Alone in the Dark first and Dragon's Dogma at night? Or do you want Dragon's Dogma first and Alone in the Dark at night? Let's make the decision today and talk about it during these streams and figure it out. So I can let everyone know in the schedule tonight what we're doing. But today is absolutely a celebration of end of these insane playthroughs,
weird celebration.
End of RPG
Celebrate
overload,
me.
moving into new content for the first time in months. I am very excited.
Gone. We hate it. It's
the end of an era. That's
back.
right, Wade. The end of an era. Jade, you're going to check out the new Godzilla movie? You know, I had no idea it was coming out. You had mentioned it the other day, and I was like, I wonder what Jade's talking about. And then I saw an ad for it on Twitter this morning. That it's got the new Godzilla vs. Kong.
We don't like Twitter.
So now I know what you're talking about. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, if you're not here for the end of the stream, well, I'm sure you can watch on demand after. I know you want to see how Like the Dragon ends, I'm sure.
Dude.
And
whatever.
Check it out later, but I hope you enjoy the movie. The first one was good. The first Godzilla vs. Kong, I genuinely enjoyed. I didn't think I would. I actually really liked it. So I think that it should be a good one, hopefully.
We'll do something else, Jade.
Am I doing anything special for Easter? No. Nope. In fact, my wife and I had forgotten that this Sunday was Easter.
Really?
And then we went out yesterday, and every store had Easter stuff in it. We're like, oh, crap.
Guy who literally talks at length about being a fucking Catholic forgot that this is fucking Easter. Really? Catholic man Philip Brunel over here forgot it was Easter. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's right.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
You know, right now we're trying to figure out if we're even going to do anything for our anniversary. It's our 5th wedding anniversary this year.
Bro!
And we're like, when is it? Oh yeah, April 10th. Maybe we should have a day off that day and go out and do something. It's like our lives are so hectic with all the stuff that we're busy with.
Sir,
that we forget about shit.
That's your 5th anniversary.
I literally would not remember my own birthday unless I did a stream of it. Seriously, like, I wouldn't even think or remember when my birthday was.
He celebrates a week of his birthday.
Right? So, I think we're going to do something. We were talking about, regardless if we have the actual anniversary day off or another day that week, we're probably going to go out to dinner somewhere nice that day. We're trying to figure it out right now.
What on earth? It's wild.
I got a $2 tip. From James Nichols, which I already answered this, but people keep asking the same question over and over. You ready? I promise I'm not trying to be ungrateful or troll. I'm curious. You were adamant this last month about finishing Like a Dragon, even though it barely got any support and bad viewership. So why do you not care about finishing Final Fantasy as much, especially because the second part?
Dude. Okay, look, just I'm playing that. I'm playing that half speed. If we're gonna do that, I'm playing half speed. Half speed was an incorrect thing.
From James Nichols, which I already answered this, but people keep asking the same question over and over. You ready? I promise I'm not trying to be ungrateful or troll. I'm curious. You were adamant this last month about finishing Like a Dragon, even though it barely got any support and bad viewership. So why do you not care about finishing Final Fantasy as much, especially because it's the second part of a trilogy that you may want to finish up in the future? When you consider returning to it in a dead period, you were so early in the game and many of us were still looking forward to it. Well, I already answered this a million times, so let me answer it again. I like the game a lot and I actually want to continue it, and I would probably continue it in the future, so I don't know why you're asking that, because I've already said that I probably would. But it would have to be a time when we're not playing other RPGs, because I'm not doing RPG overload again. I don't want to play more than one RPG at one time anymore, because it's just too much, and it's too much for the channel, and it makes the views go down, and it makes the engagement go down, and people are tired of it.
I feel like my brain's going down.
In regards to Like a Dragon, this is a game that I was planning on playing for many years. I couldn't wait for it to come out. When it came out, I was very excited for it, but of course it's a night stream, and people don't really like the late night streams as much. It's more of a chill vibe than anything else, and it's not really a moneymaker for me. It never really was intended to be that, but I knew that I wanted to play it because I like the franchise so much.
So there you go.
It's funny because everyone's like, just quit Like a Dragon, but it's like, but I already played Like a Dragon for 2 months. I'm not gonna drop it after 2 months. I'm gonna play it and finish it at the end, and then Final Fantasy VII comes out and it performs just like a Dragon. Well, why don't you play Final Fantasy VII over Like a Dragon? Well, because I like a Dragon more than Final Fantasy VII, so I want to play with Like a Dragon and finish Like a Dragon because I'm 2 months into it.
He's bursting out of his shirt saying this too. You can really hear him slur its words at speed, yeah. He really thinks he has like some kind of weird epic own for doing this. He quite literally was just being annoying just to be annoying. He really shouldn't have done this. Whatever. Okay.
So now, go back and replay that on half speed, and you'll get my answer.
Oh, there you go.
Because I didn't want to sit here for 25 minutes repeating myself.
I already did it, so pretty good.
I'm not offended. It's just I've answered these questions.
He's not offended, by the way. Already,
and then people keep re-asking them.
He's not offended.
So enjoy your answer, your Micro Machines motor mouth answer.
Enjoy your answer. Man, that was close to saying enjoy your band.
Yes, at one point, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was my most hyped game of the year. Then I started playing it, and no one really cared. Kind of kills the hype, don't you think?
Yeah, nobody cared, so now I don't care.
The same thing would have happened if we were in opposite order. Let me make this clear.
Oh,
if Final Fantasy VII had come out at the end of January, and Like a Dragon had come out last month, and I played it in that order, I would have finished Final Fantasy VII regardless of support.
Sorry.
And Like a Dragon would have gone on hold.
Sorry, hit a thing.
They're interchangeable.
I'm kind of like clicking around.
It's just the order that they came out. That's the only difference between the two.
I'm clicking around. I have borderless window. So if I like whip around too quick, I might actually go to the wrong scene.
You announce the meal at 1 p.m. but order at 4 p.m. There's no how. BB Phil, to make this clear, where I'm probably gonna order from a place that's local. I'm not gonna order from like a big chain. I'm not ordering a sack of Big Macs from McDonald's. I'm not gonna get a disgusting pizza from like Domino's. It's probably gonna be like a local restaurant. There's no way you're gonna be able to get the same food as me. What I can tell you the time I'm eating. So if you just want to eat the same time I do, but there's no way you're gonna be able to replicate the food I'm getting. It's local cuisine from places out here in Seattle. You see, so there
you go.
I think you misunderstood. You thought I was gonna like order a bunch of, you know, tacos from Taco Bell or something. No, I'm not doing that. It's gonna be a good restaurant.
Ooh, no, I don't know about this.
Happy Friday to you, Daniel.
Projectile slower?
Haley says, oh my god. I have to repeat this again. Listen, why are you making a compromise for Like a Dragon but not Final Fantasy VII? Because Like a Dragon came out first and I invested more time in it. I just answered the fucking question.
Jeez.
Could you please, if you're gonna be on a chat, and you're gonna be like watching a
shit.
stream, before you ask a question, could you make sure that you don't have anything lodged in your ears so you can hear when I speak? Because I've already answered your question. It's just a matter of semantics here at this point. It's just a matter of timing. Like a Dragon came out first. I was invested over a month into the game. And then Final Fantasy VII came out. I'm gonna finish the game I'm more into. Right?
It's Luminous
If
Girl.
it was flipped and Final Fantasy VII had come out first at the end of January, I would have continued to play that game. And then
That's a
Like a
lot
Dragon
of
would have been on
mana.
hold in the same situation Final
that's
Fantasy
a
VII's in
lot
right
of
now,
mana.
and would have come back at a later date. Like I said, I'm fairly certain I will come back to Final Fantasy VII later this year. It'll end up probably being a late night chill stream that will play over time, and it's probably going to be heavily story focused, not doing much side content. Because the side content, people were saying they were bored of it, so I don't see the reason to continue it, especially if it's not necessary for the game.
So there you go.
Jade says he's going to go soon. All right, Jade. Well, enjoy the movie. Let us know later if it's good or not. I hope it's good, because the first one was good. Happy Good Friday, Ken.
It's not bad.
Why didn't I play Helldivers 2, but I played Battlefront Collection? Because Helldivers 2 is an online
Got a lot of
co-op
damage
game
too. Well, kinda.
meant for co-op with a party.
5x3.
Okay? Battlefront is not. Battlefront is a competitive, team-based shooter you can drop in and out easily. You don't actually need to have like verbal cooperation or anything or coordination with your party. You do in Helldivers. That's the whole point of the game.
No, you don't. That is actually not true.
Haley says, your answer was cut off by a commercial. Why did you curse at me? Because you could have hit rewind on the live stream and listened to the answer already. It's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. The streams on YouTube, you can rewind them to hear answers. The commercial doesn't make any difference. You're full of it.
Why did you curse
Nice
at me?
try, though. That's a really nice attempt to recover there. It didn't work, though.
Dude, man, this guy is being real. He's being a real
Lucky
piece
Gremlin,
of work
I
today.
swear, like, again, you're not listening. People just don't listen to me. I literally just explained, did I not, that Helldivers 2 versus Battlefront, two completely different styles of game.
Hold on. Holy shit.
One
No.
is a cooperative game where you need to team up with humans and communicate versus
Communicate with
enemies
humans.
that are computer controlled. That's the point of the game. EVE, team co-op,
Both PvE,
right?
though.
Communication is key. Co-op is key. Battlefront is a drop-in,
I don't
drop-out,
like that one either.
team-based, online, competitive game against other humans. You don't have to communicate. That's not the point. It's just shoot things. Right? It's like playing Call of Duty
That's not good.
versus playing Apex
I
Legends.
wish I could see what
You
the
understand?
stats were on these before I bought them.
Call of Duty, you could just drop in, drop out, play it with randoms.
What
It's
this?
still fun. Apex Legends, you need to really have coordination with the
So
team.
we'll have it
You're
at
gonna
least
have fun
quick,
and
really
succeed.
quick.
That's how
That's
Helldivers
fine.
2 was conceived and designed. You understand?
There we go.
Why would I play the
This'll
game
work.
without the things it's designed
It's
for?
fast, it'll deal.
And then expect that
And
it's going to be a
then
pleasant surprise, or not pleasant surprise, a pleasant time. I'd be setting myself
bombs
up for
here.
disaster. Like, I'd be an idiot.
I will save
correct?
these.
And in addition, I've already explained enough times with online co-op games, as opposed to drop in, drop
Yeah,
out, like
he
Call
can
of
play
Duty or
Helldivers
Battlefront
solo,
or
but
whatever.
he doesn't. I
With
don't
these
know.
online co-op games,
He's being
the
weird about all of
focus
this.
is to be interactive with your team, talking with your team, having a
Interactive
common
with
goal,
your team?
cooperation, working together to
Huh?
succeed. And if you're doing that, you're not paying attention to the chat. I've done it before. I've played Destiny and Destiny 2.
Interactive with
I've
your
played
team.
Apex Legends. When I do
What a
co-op games
interesting
like
way
that
of wording it.
online, people hate it because they say to me, Phil, you're not paying attention to us. You're not talking with us. You're not hanging out with us. This sucks. That's what we come to stream for. Well, you wanted me to play a co-op game. So I'm playing it. I gotta play the game. I can't ignore the people in there to be interacting with you. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say. I can't fix that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I've tried the co-op games, they don't work. Just because one of the biggest games right now on the planet
is
a
co-op.
co-op game doesn't mean I immediately am going to be able to make it work for my content or my streams. You know, it's just, I've tried them before, they don't work, right? The one thing I will say is, here's the one thing I'm happy about. Because I want you to understand, guys, that even though a lot of the things I say, no, 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 I want you to understand that I appreciate
feedback.
The fact that you want me to play all this stuff.
No, you
People want me to play Final Fantasy
Bro,
VII.
you
They want me to play
complain about
Helldivers 2. They
it.
want me to
Shut
play-
the fuck up.
That is so much better,
Excuse
bitch.
me.
It's much better to be
Dude.
in demand.
You are such a fucking piece of shit right now. You have literally complained at length about how it is annoying that people tell you, play this game, play that game. You actually fucking hate it to such a wild degree. And then all of a sudden, yeah, man, oh, well, I appreciate you guys all telling me what it is that you want to see the most. It's nice to feel wanted and feel in demand. Prostitutes are in demand too. They feel wanted. You just gotta pay them.
Right?
You know? Right?
And to not. I'm so appreciative of that.
Think about it.
Even though I get frustrated when you guys want me to play 20 different games at once and I can't do it, at least the demand is there to see me play the games. You want to see me do this stuff, and I appreciate that so much. Because the opposite is worse. It's way worse to be forgotten, that no one cares. Instead, it's the opposite. You want to see me do all this stuff, and that's very appreciated. Okay? Excuse me.
This is gonna suck. This is really sucking.
Oh, I know. See, Justice Lawman says, we're tired of RPGs, we want other games. Exactly right. I know that. That's why I'm giving you big variety. That's why I'm doing Alone in the Dark. That's why I want to try Battlefront again. That's why I want to bring back Elden Ring. And that's why I want to do a co-op with my wife that's not an RPG. That's exactly why I'm trying to do all this different variety right now.
I don't think he knows what an RPG is anymore.
EB Phil says, I saw an Evo match with you versus Seth Killian. The people cheered for you on stage, even in your toxic phase. That was nice to see. Again, I need to emphasize something. The toxicity in the fighting game community was only online. It was never in person. I was never a dick in person. I was always a nice guy in person. So people who actually played me in tournaments respected me. It was only the people who sat there online that knew the toxic side of me, because it was supposed to be an online persona to build up hype for tournaments and the like. Okay? And on the East Coast, people who knew me, like in Connecticut, in New York, in New Jersey, that area, that region of the East Coast where I live, everyone liked me. It was only outside of that people didn't like me. But everyone who met me in real life and had, played against me and went to a tournament that I ran, actually really liked me. That's why I had people cheering. That was my people. That was my group.
That was
from my region
people.
where they're cheering me on. It was never like, everyone hates Phil completely. That was never the case. I always did have backing. It's just, in a lot of cases, I would be the only one from my region to go to a tournament. Like at the Evo, where I actually got 4th place in the Nationals, I was the only person from Connecticut in the entire event. No one else went. It was just me representing our entire state.
I like this.
So no one's gonna cheer for you
got a lot
when
of
you're the only one there.
Nano charge.
It was very different back then.
I don't think I care about this. All laughing pretty hard right now. I'd imagine so.
All right, this podcast has gone ultra late, man.
I cannot believe I listened to worthless content. I was hoping he was
We have
going
to end it.
talk
Man, I
more
didn't
about his
realize
day
we were
off.
so long. All right,
His day
guys,
off
we got
was boring,
holy
so I guess his
moly,
wife didn't
we
go
gotta
with
wrap
him.
this up so I can get into the end of Like a Dragon here, man. And don't worry, 3 hours will be more than enough to finish this. But all right, everyone, thank you for a great podcast. Thank you for the early support. Thanks for the questions. Number one thing we got to figure out is the order of games tomorrow. Is it going to be Dragon's Dogma 2 and
Didn't we insult people for asking questions?
Dogma? Number 2, we got to solidify
We
the stuff we're
literally
doing for my
insulted
birthday
somebody.
in a little over a week. I want to have that kind of locked in so we know what we're doing and what, that we can plan around. Everyone will be excited for it. All right?
Okay.
So thank
We're
you guys
almost
so
at the
much.
exit.
And I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you for a great show. Tomorrow, I'm sure I'll be giving my thoughts on RPG Overload Conclusion, how both games ended and what I thought about each one.
Will.
And, moving forward positively, any gaming news, anything going on. All right, guys, thank you so much. Great show. I will see you tomorrow.
Later. See ya, gamers.
All right. Oh, wow. It actually recorded today. Remember I told you the other day it corrupted? Today the show actually recorded. Well, that's good.
Wow.
That was crappy the other day. I end the podcast. I hit stop recording. The entire stream crashed. I was like, what the shit?
It's like,
well,
what the...
it did record today, so that's a good sign. Maybe a sign of a good day to come, right? All right, let's get set up here.
Yeah, every pre-stream
I just
is
need to take a
worthless.
brief break
Some
to use the
are
restroom. It's
less
not going to be a
worthless than
giant one
others.
today or anything like that.
I'm not going to be watching his Like a Dragon shit. Like a Dragon is like
we got some. We're gonna have a lot of combat. It's gonna be the final combat of the game now. It's probably gonna be like straight up an hour and a half to 2 hours of combat.
I have no investment
final
in the story.
boss fights, and then probably like an hour of epilogue. So, okay.
Port bold. Circle of Fire.
At least most Like a Dragon games have a really long ending.
Look at that.
Maybe this one won't have as long because we already had an epilogue for the Kasuga side. So maybe it won't be as long. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
You would think if this truly is the end of Kazuma Kiryu, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys at this point, I'm very skeptical that this is the end of Kazuma Kiryu. The entire game has been leaning that way.
Oh shit!
I don't think it is. I actually think what's gonna happen is
gun.
there's gonna be something going on where like they convince him to take treatment
Makes a
or something.
projectile
I don't
that
think
eats
it's the end of
environment as it
Kazuma. I think he's
flies.
too much of a cash cow for them.
I don't know about that.
But we'll see how they end it. All right. And by the way,
some of these eggs.
I received a tip.
Whoa! For 1 Minute Man.
I received a generous
$50
$25 tip.
From
I
2
don't know if
Minute
there's a
Man?
name associated. Let's play the animation. Let's get this on the leaderboard.
I don't know if there's a name. It has a name. All of them have a name. You can't have the field blank.
I've been a fan since the Street Fighter 4 days. Thank you for being genuine and making me laugh with videos throughout the years, especially during dark times. Here's to more awesome years of DSP. Thank you so much. It's an anonymous tip.
Oh, okay. We can put this here. Yeah.
Here's to you.
Right.
Thank you for enjoying my
And then we'll put
content.
the damage.
I will put on the Gunner glasses when I return from my bathroom break. Because I don't really need these to pee.
And then maybe
there's not a lot of blue light in the bathroom. Okay, so thank you for that.
Way too slow. We need something else.
And that will get us up to
Kinda.
56?
Projectile repulsion sector?
Yes. Did I do the math
Permanent
right?
shield. Stainless armor.
25 plus 31 is 56.
Oh,
Think so?
Yeah, we're getting shield.
I hope so. Be pretty bad if I can't do basic arithmetic. Okay. So, this is going to be a brief break. So, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to mute the mic and go use the restroom and come right back. Thank you all
orb with a
for a great podcast show. For those who are sticking around for the end of Yakuza, thank you. I say Yakuza, Like a Dragon. Thank you. I know not everyone's going to stick around because not everyone has liked this game. But it's going to be a good send-off, I feel. All right? All right, guys. I'll be right back.
1020. Max mana. Recharge is 19.
So
that's really bad.
Let me repeat that again. The champ is here.
Kind of like keeping a hold of this one because it's got a, I don't know, it's not that bad. Got a decent recharge speed. This is just kind of, I don't like the recharge speed on it. It's got a lot of slots, but that's it. I don't know what I want to put on these. We'll just put the eggs here. We'll put eggs, and then I gotta figure out what I need to slot in here. Which I don't want to take any of these. Maybe this, but I think it's not worth it.
And
at some point I'm gonna play the thing. You know what? I should play the thing with Cobra. Apparently there was a phone call in relation to Cobra. Where is it? It was very abusive, apparently. Very manipulative, if you will. They brought it to my attention this morning. It was post-call for the fight night. Oh, we do need to listen to fight night, too. You know what? We'll listen to the fight night, and then we'll listen to that call. That's what we'll do. Where is it? Live, blah, blah, blah. There it is. $8 machete call. Okay. This is, I don't care about Phil. Phil can come back whenever he wants. What the fuck? You can hear that clicking, right? He still has a little buzz. He pretended he got rid of it, but I think he was just fucking with us when he said he got rid of it. What a fucking dick. Listen to the king and queen.
Yes, Joshy's here.
Hunk of soil. I don't know.
Yo, why is my hair like this? No, that's not a hairstyle I like. What, fourth? I probably would, and I... Are you alright, Joshy?
Mm-hmm.
What's that thought on your brain?
Well, let's do this.
What's on your brain?
Nothing.
Alright.
Oh, that's gonna eat everything. Drain 10, 25.
I was asleep before I stopped over here. I think I'm gonna get back here soon, but...
Was you gonna try their absence?
No, I'm alright. I just got my tummy settled down for dinner. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Sounds groovy, dude.
Yeah, thank you,
I'll
though. I
keep
really
that.
appreciate it, man.
We're not gonna use
Anytime,
that.
thank you.
We're all here for
just-
Josh. I fucking love
just gonna
Josh. He's
boost.
my... Goddamn, we're all... Bitch. Why the fuck do you think I'm here for Josh? Why the fuck do you think he's here for Josh?
You're my homie.
We're all... Well, yes, I'm a friend of yours too, but you knew Josh before me.
Check
Josh
DM
is the
after.
fucking
I'll
man.
check DM after. And then I'll
Josh
check
is
it
the goddamn handsome
whoever's looking
devil.
at the video
And
too.
following. Welcome to the secret club.
I'm like hyper focused on wanting to
sit
run
next to
this.
Josh, but I'd literally have to sit on his lap, and I don't mind sitting on his lap, and I was definitely sitting on his lap earlier.
She doesn't want to get in trouble for sexual content on YouTube.
I'm not sitting on Aaron's lap. I'll sit on Josh's. Thank you. And Josh, he's my man, baby doll.
People, man, I tell you.
What?
People are silly.
People, silly is putting it very...
Josh don't got a girlfriend. Okay, fuck you. Come on, mods. Come on.
This is what I'm telling you. Do I gotta hop in the chat and start banning trolls? Because you gotta learn to ignore the trolls regardless of what
I know. I'm just saying. But no.
It does get annoying. I totally get it. Also, other words.
Do you like Latinas?
Yes, I have
Do
no...
you
I
like
have no-
Latinos?
I have no,
Racial preference.
no racial preference.
There you go. There you go.
I'm sitting next to Aaron, but I'm literally closer.
People probably understand how, like, why...
I'm literally closer to Josh than I am to him. Thank you.
This little futon is a lot.
Thank you. We've got plenty of distance between us. Like, Josh is right
I can
the
reach
fuck
my
here.
entire arm out, and it looks like I have...
He still can't touch me. You can't touch this. Empty here.
Now they're all gonna think I've got midget arms, but... Oh, that might be incorrect anymore.
It is what it is, Jessica.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
I'll be
that
checking
you're
it out in a
not
sec. I'm not
and happy
in a
and
rush.
alive as
So
you
it's
could
kind of like
be.
just chilling out. What's up, Bikes? I never thought it would be difficult to pick between locale girls friends to slide into. Kelly or Cat?
How do you choose between
Josh,
which
you
one,
haven't even-
Kelly or Cat? Maybe bring them to Golden Corral and have a foursome or...
Okay, number one, how are you having a foursome with Kelly or Cat? One of them is weighing 2, or they're both weighing 1.1 people. Number two, yes, you take them to Golden Corral. The first one to eat the other under... Oh, wait, hold on. The first one to eat more plates of food than the other without passing out is the victor. That's how you know which one to stick with. Shut up, I didn't think about it! I didn't think about it! I didn't think about it when I was saying
I
it!
hope so. What, Josh?
I said it incorrectly!
What? Tell me. Do you like
Oh,
girls
the first
or
one?
boys or both?
No.
Me? I like girls.
Dude, stop!
Thanks.
Sex is not needed, so what? And a woman is not needed as a watch. But I get what you're jabbing at, but I get down to you.
Or not Josh. You got some woman in my chat that wants to sit on your face.
Oh.
Well, that's Jessica's job, not yours.
Hey, no, that Joshy, that is not my Josh. Joshy is so pure in his little sayings and stuff. I love him.
Potion, yeah,
He's
right.
so cute. Like, if you had a Josh or Jessica of your own, you wouldn't be fucking her exactly, because you'd be too busy in love. Right? You'd be too busy in love trying to be some miserable fucking...
I thought it was my friend!
Demogorgon fuck.
Why does he hate me?
Alright? Joshy, what's in your hand? No, okay.
No wonder I was simping for a Miri. You know what? I got no comment for that. JC is telling some outright fibs and lies, and I cannot defend myself, obviously.
Really answer the guy's lies, just so you know, it didn't happen.
Why can't you be
Yeah,
here?
it's a chubby chaser.
Dude, I buy bags.
Oh,
I
man.
buy bag spice to put in my fridge.
Oh, you can
We're
have
not
some.
gonna be able to live that one
I
down.
use them.
Oh, I
That's balls.
use them too.
Exactly.
Reduce
I love
recharge
ice.
time.
Well, I'm such a lazy bastard that
Aw,
like.
bro,
I
we
eat
need to
filling
get outta
my
here with
ice
that
cream
thing.
trays.
I did not fucking smell Aaron the other night, you loser.
Yeah, that's wow. Okay, that's.
That never happened. And we all need love to reproduce. Well, not really. Oh, I need to get off the internet. Aww.
That elf girl, the meme is real. Now,
People are
wait a minute.
disgusting.
That's different, though. That elf girl is like, you know,
You people are disgusting.
it's a way of life. It's like mucha
Coach is
lucha.
not melting. Josh, are you melting?
No, I'm not melting.
Probably giving too much away, but I work at a bank, so I like to.
Oh, dude, Aaron, you shouldn't have said that.
But I get all my stuff really cheap. West Coast.
That's my man.
Yeah, but I'd rather spend $3 on a used, really nice like shirt.
Josh, are you alright? Are you like rolling your eyes and making your hand?
No, I'm not. I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Anything in the world for you, baby doll.
No, she's not
Fucking-
mine.
I would do anything for my Joshy.
Those guys suck.
Anything.
So much ass.
Give me a kiss.
The ones that can keep splitting. Those guys suck. I hate them.
Josh goes live when he fucking wants to. This isn't his channel. Why don't you fucking text him that? Goddamn.
I was so excited.
I
I
don't
got the
know.
recharge
When
down.
I want to.
The
there's
recharge
nothing to
time
do
down and
anymore.
everything.
Yeah, exactly. Do you
It's
hear
my
that?
fucking YouTube channel.
Do you hear that, people? I don't care if his live stream will be awesome in a couple of days. I don't give a fuck. Good. Good for Josh.
Yeah, I'm tired. I gotta get up tomorrow and go to work.
Good.
And this goes
Hey,
out to
acid
my
eats
Joshy.
oil. I didn't know
I
that.
love this man, people. Yeah, 2 for me, 2 for you. If you want to cook that, and Joshy,
Uh-oh.
the cast iron has got bacon grease on it. If you cook,
It's the baking. Oh, this is the start of where we get really weird.
what? Hold on.
She probably wishes she muted this
I
part.
don't care how you cook it. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. Baby, I know. No, Joshy, I don't care if that's what you. Joshy, don't get upset.
I'm not getting upset.
Baby, I know you're not.
I'm not getting upset.
Joshy.
What's up? I'm not getting upset.
I know you're not.
So then
Joshy, I know you're not getting upset. Joshy.
I didn't say that,
I
Josh.
didn't say you did. I was asking questions.
Now, if you can't tell, she kind of started all of this. He just went into the kitchen, and she was being weird about
This
this.
has bacon grease on it, and it will fit it perfectly. I know you're not, baby. Look at me. I don't care what you do, Josh. Look at me, Josh. I'm not Josh.
Man, I didn't say you were telling me.
I know.
So what's the tone in your voice? It's all good.
Joshy, there's no tone in my voice.
It's all good, man.
Joshy.
What?
First of all, I know, but first of all, Joshy, I'm just saying,
First of all,
Josh, this is already
Joshy.
dirty,
Yeah.
and it's ready to go. It's got bacon grease. You love bacon. Like, what do you
Yes, I do like
mean?
this.
I don't care what you do, Josh. This is your fucking place. At the end of the day, I'm just saying, this is already ready to go. I've literally cleaned it out. I don't care what the fuck you do at the end of the day. I don't care what you do. You have 2 of those are yours, 2 of them are mine. I don't care what you do. I'm just saying.
That's a Joshy
This is
overload.
already ready to go.
It gets
I cleaned
worse.
it out for you.
It gets
Like,
way
why
worse.
dirty today?
I'm not, okay, why you keep going with the door if I don't know I'm doing asking questions?
And I'm asking questions too, Josh,
Yeah,
so
we're not-
don't
we're not-
accuse
we're-
me.
We're both not fighting, so please, we're not getting each other fighting.
I'm
That's all
not.
I'm asking.
Why are you doing this to me? I'm not angry. Stop.
I was just asking questions.
That's the second time tonight you have accused me of something, but I say one more thing and don't assume me. I'm not. Stop.
I didn't say anything, I was just rolling my eyes. But you gotta take this attitude like it's not my fault. I didn't.
Not my fault. I didn't do
You
anything
literally
wrong.
accused me of things I haven't done.
You're sitting there attacking me for no reason, all because I wanted to talk to you.
How have I attacked you?
I believe that shit.
How have I attacked you? I said cook it the way you want. How is that me attacking you? Then can you please not say shit about me that's not true?
Well,
I'm begging you.
you totally say shit, but that's not showing on camera all the fucking time. But then
Josh!
Uh-oh.
Fucking hell.
So
Shouldn't have said
start
that.
hitting myself all over
No,
again?
because I'm also.
So please, why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing anything to you. I'm not doing a fucking thing to you, Jessica. You are overreacting.
I said you could do whatever you fucking
And
want!
I appreciate that. I don't know why you're getting mad. I really
Because
do.
you keep talking shit about me and making
I'm not
stuff
talking shit
up.
about you. I'm not talking shit about you.
Yeah,
You
this
made
really
stuff about
accelerates.
me. I'm gonna start
This
recording. You made
accelerates.
stuff about me
Dude,
twice, and you-
I'm gonna start
Josh, you
recording.
made stuff about me twice.
Bro, she
I
not
don't give a
realize
fuck
she's
how you
recording?
Cook your
She
shit.
knew. She had to
I
know.
appreciate that, and I appreciate you offering me the big voice. All you need. You please stop.
I haven't fucking done anything.
You're yelling at me because
I haven't fucking yelled at you. You're judging me, telling me how to tell you. I don't care
I
how.
was just saying.
I don't.
Obviously you care, otherwise
don't.
you wouldn't
No, stop!
throwing pillow paper on
God
that
damn it!
picture.
Stop it!
Would you stop yelling at me, please?
I'm not fucking yelling. You've been judging me for fucking the
No,
past.
the fuck I have not.
You've been fucking judging me for the fucking past hour.
Acting like an actual child
Stop
right
it.
now. An
You're the
actual
one that's
spoiled
yelling.
No,
child.
the fuck I'm not.
Throwing a tantrum.
We're not doing this crap tonight, please.
Then stop talking about me in such shitty fucking ways.
I'm not talking about you in any shitty ways, Jessica. Could you please fucking stop?
Shit.
I'll cook it if I'm in the mood to cook.
Then
So tell me
stop.
how to cook it regardless. I'll use your pan. So that pan doesn't matter which one.
No! I thought he.
Shit, Mom.
I
Stop.
thought he
Could you
misspelled
please
it.
stop yelling, Jessica?
That
You
poison
stop.
was way too strong. Fuck!
Stop.
And I asked you guys to please stop yelling at me. That's all I did.
I'm not yelling at you.
Right now you're yelling.
Stop yelling at me. I'm not yelling at you!
Will you stop?
You're the
Listen
one
to
who
that.
chose not to communicate.
Stop.
And I asked you guys to please stop yelling at me. That's all I did.
I'm not yelling at you.
Right now you're yelling. Please stop.
I'm not yelling at you!
Stop. Jessica.
Actually
calm down,
yelling.
please. Just calm down. It's gonna be okay. Jessica, it's gonna be okay. Just you stop.
Stop making the noise.
I'm not doing anything, Jessica. I'm asking you to please calm down. That's all I'm asking.
Do you hear anything out of me? Stop it.
You're
But I'm going like this. Stop it.
Okay. Please calm down.
Woof.
What did I fucking say? I don't care what you
She's like a
out.
fucking demon right now.
I don't care what the fuck you cook out.
I'm not judging you. But
And she's getting a lot more attention for this now. She goes live, almost 500 watching the black screen. Yeah, they all want to know.
Oh, my fucking God, I wasn't talking to you in any certainly, just the thing you misheard it.
Oh, I have to rewind it. Okay, that's fine. I'll rewind it then. Josh, I don't care how you
Could you please stop stomping on the fucking floor? This is what got me. Except on the first.
Then can you please be quiet? It's not on mute. I don't fucking care how the fuck
I
you
do care because this is
I
unnecessary.
don't care.
I'm asking you to please quit.
I'm asking you to stop.
I'm not doing anything.
I'm being quiet. Stop. Stop.
I'm not saying to be
Stop.
quiet.
Fucking hell.
I don't care. I'm being quiet. Stop. Stop.
Not
Stop.
doing
I'm being
anything.
quiet.
I'm not doing anything.
Neither the fucking
I'm being quiet. I'm quiet right now. I'm
Cook
quiet.
it. Oh, you want it. I don't care.
Obviously, you care what you don't shit about it.
don't
now.
care.
Could you
You're-
please stop.
You keep asking me to be quiet. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want.
I give a fuck. Would you please stop?
But you stop. Cook your shit. You could have been done fucking 20 minutes
You're
ago.
sitting here fighting with me about nothing.
I'm not
Stupid.
fighting with
Could
you.
you please stop, Jessica? Please.
How is it my fault?
It's not your fault. I'm just asking you to please stop yelling. I'm not accusing you of anything. Could you please just stop?
God.
Please just
Are they
stop.
hitting each
Tell
other?
me to tell you how to
No.
fucking, I don't fucking care how you cook your
Jessica's
goddamn shit.
hitting
appreciate it.
herself.
I don't-
So leave me out of it.
I'm not trying
Jessica's
to do
hitting
anything
herself
to
and
you,
she's
Jessica.
hitting like other
Could you
objects.
please just stop.
Do you hear me?
She's stamping
No,
her feet.
Every time I say something, you gotta say something. That's the problem. I'm not doing anything to you. You're
Oh,
flipping out for
so
no
you
reason.
can speak
You are
and I
flipping out for nothing. You are flipping out for nothing.
And then she goes over and mutes
I'm
it.
unstable because people don't want to listen to me.
And this is after the fact. She tries to rationalize it like nobody's listening to her, but she's just sitting there and she's ranting over and over.
That makes me unstable. How? Who are the assholes? The people that don't want to listen to me, or what? Your mother. Your mother. Your mother. I'm not screaming at anyone, you fucking retard. Show me where I'm screaming at. Show me where I've had the chance to scream at anybody. Oh
And
my
then she
God.
pretends nothing happened and she bans a bunch of people.
Oh, makes me look Oh, I'm like your abusive ex? Oh, that's funny, because I've never abused anybody, so you've never heard screaming in your life. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
There you go. Now, apparently, there was a call after the fact because it was, I don't know if it's LARPers or trolls. I have to assume it's trolls. But they called Cobra, got a hold of him, and they were in the midst of the aftermath of the argument. And this is how it goes. So you'll have to excuse the laughing, but it gets really ridiculous.
This is great. Put your phone close to your mic.
Let me
Can you hear it?
get my full sentence out. I'm not a fucking demon that everyone wants to make me out to be. I'm not. No, the fuck I'm not. I don't care how you cook your shit.
She's just talking to nobody. What should I say?
Why am I being involved in this? I'm the worst human being in the world.
Just play into it. Like make her.
Oh my God. Okay, because I was born to know that.
Dude, she's just yapping.
You cannot fucking judge me on the toenails. I can only do what I fucking. That's my fault. Oh, that's my fault.
Yeah, all this to end the dry spell, man.
Like feed into her delusions. Like make her
start talking more.
I think I am.
Okay. Just agree with her.
So it's my fault. Oh, nobody likes my tone of voice since I was a... okay. So when I speak, I sound a certain kind of way to people. Okay, even if I don't mean it. That's fine. I'm a piece of shit.
I, for one, enjoy your on-screen presence.
I, for one, enjoy your on-screen presence. What a fucking...
You guys are a good duo. You know, you just gotta be more patient, you feel me?
I am very patient with him.
Oh, I see that.
People to be patient with me when they try to cut me off and talk above my fucking... Oh, at the time, you weren't agreeing with me, though.
Wizard Stroll have no clue who it is. It's probably one of those weens that like to call Josh about shit and text him. He's got so many of them. No!
I don't care. I'm not here. I'm not here to judge you. I don't know what the fucking art it was on her to begin with.
Put your phone closer to the mic.
I'm not here to judge you how you
Just
cook
leave
your
it.
food.
Okay.
I love you.
Alright, we're going. We're going.
Josh, I don't care how you cook your food. And I don't even know how to start it. I know what starts it. When I cannot finish a full sentence out of my brain. And I don't give a
She's
fuck who it comes
just
from.
non-stop talking now. She's pretending as if, like, everybody else is the problem.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care who it comes from. I don't ever want to argue with you, Josh. I love you. We had our day was whole.
So I'd be like, I love him too.
Day was so
No.
was it not? Yeah, so why
Just let it play out.
stop yelling, you start yelling louder and louder. Because I don't care. No. All because I won't let you finish your thoughts. So I'm certainly saying yes. Please start fighting. I didn't hear you say I agree. As people tell me to stop my thoughts, no, I'm gonna get louder. No, you let me finish my thoughts. Josh, it's already over and done with. Josh.
Josh, listen to me. Josh, why aren't you listening?
Why am I not? I'm fucking almost 40 years old. How come I've been a selective mute most of my life?
Selective mute?
Why is it not okay for me to ever speak my piece? I never said it wasn't okay. Okay, I was agreeing with you. I knew what you were laying down. And if you wanted me to save two to cook and two to cook for myself, you say that. If you want to cook all four for all I don't care. Say that. You cook two. You don't care. You cook. I'm not fighting my shit. You cook two for yourself, two for me. I don't fucking care. That was the fucking thing to begin with. Okay. Why am I getting snapped at? I don't know, Josh, because somebody wouldn't let me finish my thought, and I don't care how you cook your shit.
I like on the start of this, I was going,
How is this fucking yelling? You have not heard yelling. No, neither are you, and the cops are on. Stop yelling. No, because nobody would let me finish your thought. Oh, fucking Christ. How about just stop it? I'm not doing a fucking thing. I'm just asking. The thought? The thought is
oh my god.
I don't know the thought anymore. I don't give a fuck about it. If I don't get to say it at the moment in time, I don't know it, right? I don't know it. I don't care how you cook your stuff. I don't want to be treated in a bad way that I'm not.
I like how they're just keeping me
I don't
here.
care how you cook your fucking stuff. If I'm not done speaking a sentence, I don't care what the fuck involves. Meat, makeup, whatever. Let me finish my fucking thoughts. Thank you. Pure and simple. I don't care who you are.
My my
Let me
mother,
finish my
my
thoughts.
coworker.
I've never been allowed that my whole life. Let me finish. Thank you. Please. I don't want to argue or yell with anyone. If I have to repeat myself 500 million times, I will start getting louder. I will show myself to people 5 million times over until they learn who the fuck I am. So please let me speak my piece once so I don't have to repeat myself 500 times. Thank you.
Guys recording?
That's all I ask.
Yeah. Good.
It's all good. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. And I'm not even talking about fucking me to this point. Not me talking in general.
God.
To whoever. A fucking public figure. A fucking customer. A full fucking... I don't care. Let me fucking speak. I'm so tired of people speaking for me. Or whatever. Let me fucking speak. I have been a selective mute most of my life, and people still won't let me speak for myself? Fuck! I'm a 40-year-old child!
What?
Old. Literally, I
I'm
might as well
a
be 5.
40-year-old child.
You're not. Oh, what? I might as well be mentally. Literally, mentally. You're not. You don't fucking know that. Mentally, I'm probably 5 years old. Because nobody has ever fucking been there for me in my life. And I'm tired of being treated like that. I'm so tired of it. I've never been so tired. Oh, you're not a 5-year-old. Oh, show me why that been treated like an adult. Oh, wait. I can't even ever finish a whole sentence.
You want to hear Phil say
If you're an
this?
adult, you can finish a whole sentence, not a little shot. Not a little shot. Hey, not little children can finish their thoughts. Only adults.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm a 5-year-old.
Bro.
I'm a 5-year-old because I can't get my...
You're not a 5-year-old, Jessica.
I'm a 5-year-old.
You're big
because
chillin'.
People won't let me finish my thoughts my whole life. And you wonder where half of my anger problems come from, okay? Because I have to repeat myself like a little kid that's always in the corner, never seen, never heard. I'm tired of it. I'm so fucking tired of it. I don't want to repeat myself 500. Let me speak once. The rage will end. You make me repeat myself 500 times. The rage is never gonna end, bitch. Oh my god, that's fine, Josh. I don't care if you fucking respect it.
It's not about respecting it. I get what you're laying down. You don't gotta keep repeating yourself and then screaming at me.
I will repeat myself if people are not listening to me because you weren't listening to me.
That's why you don't have any friends, Jessica. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
You want to know why my friends rejected me? Do you want to know why my friends rejected me? One, because I smoked weed, even though it was her daughter's weed, her daughter's bowl. Okay, 15-year-old child with weed in a bowl, not mine. I was 18. Her older sister, my friend, she was never a friend. I was just her whatever. My lesbian friend had her girlfriend, told me, so Josh, insult me some more.
I was insulting you.
Yes, the fuck you were. You didn't fuck. You said this is why you have no friends. Josh, I've had literally, Josh, you're insulting me. This is why you have no friends. All of my friends have abandoned me for smoking weed, for being straight and being hot and not being a lesbian because I don't want that. Either one of those fucking. I've already told you about this. So you want to fucking humiliate me?
Not about humiliating.
You're telling me what? I don't have friends when you don't even know my whole life story, Josh.
No, you're right.
So are you here to hurt me?
No.
Are you here to fucking hurt me and insult me or what?
I said I'm sorry. I fucking said that.
I will buy an $8 machete right fucking now.
What?
Would you please stop talking like
Then
that?
fucking quit insulting me in front of your fucking
What the
fans.
fuck?
I'm not recording anything. Oh, really?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's why one of your fans is on the phone right now.
Because they're concerned about you, Jessica.
So then fucking listen to what I have to fucking say. I'm so tired of people speaking for me.
I'm not trying to speak for you, Jessica.
Yeah,
I really am not.
Nail Kong, it's that ridiculous.
Oh, this is why I'll tell you why the fuck I have no friends. Because they're all fucking losers. Oh, I can count all my friends on one hand, Josh. I'm sorry if you're so much popular than I am.
It's not even about that.
Oh, okay, yeah, you literally just said this is why you have no friends. I can tell. Josh, shut the fuck up. I can tell you why I have no friends. No, I can tell you. No, I
feel so bad for him.
I'm autistic too.
That's not
I'm autistic too. Oh, and you touched me without consent when I told you to quit touching me the fucking other day, and you didn't
even like that.
Oh, it's special for you, but not special for me. I told you not to fucking touch me the other day.
Could you please stop?
Why is it okay?
Oh.
And that's the end of that. Yeah, it's been a wild and crazy nonsensical ride with what's going on in the Joshi-verse. I don't know how to feel about any of this. But I feel like she needs to go. She needs to stop being there now. Yesterday, if you will. I knew this was what was gonna happen. Yeah, this was bound to happen eventually. It's like the inevitability and shit. You just give it enough time and you're gonna have nonsense coming out of there. Alright, what was the redeems? Pull that down over here. You want to make me fucking watch? Oh shit. I'm gonna reject that. I'm gonna refund these things. I think I did pay them out, but I didn't. I know I did do the praise to soon. So we got that one taken care of. We had a non-sus video request from Zigzagoon and Grandfather Nurgle. I must have missed the Zigzagoon one. Moment of lucidity. You can see his head shake a little after the activation. I gotta take a look at that in a sec. Alright, let's check this out. This one. Oh my god, it's a sausage video? Oh, I hate you for this. I actually do. I hate everything. I wish you didn't, but you did.
Folks, and welcome back.
Why would you make a sausage out of this?
Technically edible. The best kind of edible. Let's see here what we got on the menu today. We got white petroleum. White petroleum? White petrolatum. Warning for external use. Well, we'll just cover that label right back up. No one's got to be the wiser. And there it is. It looks almost exactly like the beef tallow, except more like a human butthole.
So where'd you get that? Off your nightstand?
Clearly this is unused. Ah, yes, that's very petrolatium. Why did I think this was called petroleum jelly? Now for the taste, minty fresh. Actually, it tastes less minty and more mucusy. So let's get this party started. We're really living La Vida Loca today. And then, of course, it's a simple matter of getting the Vaseline out of there. This was the wrong tool to be using. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Is that from your personal stash?
It's not from my personal stash. I'm more of a kinetic sand kind of guy. All right, let's clean up this mess with a little bit of salt, Dr. Pepper, and Lieutenant Butter Powder. I bet the Vaseline will make the sausage more slippery.
Did you bring your balled up socks too? Or are those over here?
Every day I read comments about how there should be another Mrs. Sausage episode, and then you come down here and do this, and then there's no, that's why there's, those are big globs of Vaseline. Rarely do you want to hear that when your sausage is being made. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no sausage's son, no. That's the Vaseline water. And drinky, stinky, pinky, let's sausage.
Someone's LARPing with Danny and DSP's chat.
A little bit
It's probably from
on the sausage.
it's got to be
that
from our Discord. It has to be. I'm gonna assume that's where it's from.
Totally from my secret stash. And with special thanks to today's Mark Boxalo box artist, sort of, it's Bobby! Bobby from Austria. Now Bobby shares in the idea that there's beauty in the ugliness of the Mark Boxalo box and has sent me stickers to make sure it doesn't fall apart. Well, it kinda sounds like you aren't on the team of Ugly Boxalo box. Let's make Bobby's dream come true. All these are going to be covered up by the next box art. So special thanks to Bobby from Austria for this box art. This Will It Blow is brought to you by Factor 75. Factor 75. Delivering fresh, never frozen,
oh my
dietitian approved meals.
Get to the
And a
please.
number, click the
Get
link
to the
below
sausage.
and use code SAUSAGE50 to get 50% off your first
Not
Factor
a
box and
sponsor.
free wellness shots for life. 2 free wellness shots from 3 available flavors for every order while you're an active subscriber.
Bro.
So will it blow? Well, it kind of got right there and mostly right there, but nothing. Oh wait, there's something right there. So I'm gonna have to give that Will It Blow 1 Mark Ruffalo's. Here we go. That's a lot of leaky Vaseline. I'm gonna call this one. Let's open it up and see how we did. It looks juicy. It looks Vaseline-y and juicy. Oh man, look how quickly it solidifies.
Ew,
Gross.
stop.
Okay, here we go. Not a bad sausage. This actually does what I thought the beef tallow was gonna do. It tastes like a greasier sausage, but in a good way. The Vaseline, it provides like a cleanliness taste to the sauce, almost like the aloe vera did. It tastes like a clean sausage. Even though all that Vaseline makes it feel greasy, it tastes clean. There is a little bit of a medicinal aftertaste that I really don't care too much for.
I never want to think about a sausage having a medicinal aftertaste. That is disgusting.
So I'm gonna have to give this sausage here a 3.5 out of 5.
And bop, 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 bop.
It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was absolutely disgusting. Thank you for making me watch that. And another redeem as well. What was that other redeem? Activation. What was this? King Cobra. Oh, MK Ultra activation. Oh, okay.
Like, if you got no personality,
I support the idea of killing sickos.
What the fuck? Wait, hold up. Oh, what the fuck?
like, if you got no personality,
I support the idea of killing sickos. But that's just the thing of it, like...
What the fuck? It just came out of nowhere. Alright. Well, you can tell he hates sickos. Zigzagoon, we played it late, so I'm gonna give you a refund on that, but we did play it. Big ups, I guess? We hate the sickos, but that was a weird time to fucking say it. And most likely someone from the Discord, they're using his Discord profile pic as their profile pic. It did fuck with Danny a lot before he went to work. Man, he needs to calm down. It ain't that serious. It literally is not that serious. Okay, I gotta pull up another thing. That way I have something else to watch and listen to. I don't want to listen to Phil. I'm probably gonna take a break here in a little bit. I'm gonna stop over at the grocery store. I gotta get some stuff for Dindins. And I'll probably boot up later tonight and play some random ass shit. This was the Noita nonsense. Yeah, the Noita nonsense. That way I can feel like I'm doing something when I'm not. Damn it, though. There's nothing interesting that I wanted to watch today or listen to. I feel like I'm caught up on a lot of things. I definitely don't want to hear any Cyrax nonsense. That's like true nonsense. Stupid. Goral Zone? Nah. I feel like, you know what? I've never listened to Goral Zone. It's just a clip. It is. It's just them fighting? Yeah, it's just them fighting, isn't it?
No, I did not. Please put a piece and try to piece it. Why do you do that? No, I did not. Yes, you do, Josh. You Jessica, you are overreacting.
Yeah, that's just the yelling portion. I don't need that one again. What do you got for me, Vikes? ESP triggered when called out for door dashing from McDonald's around the corner. This was a while ago. I'll listen on the bottom. I don't even really need it per se anywhere. It's just an audio thing. I'll refund you, but I'll also listen to it at the same time. So I don't feel like having that on the main screen, but we'll listen to it regardless. That's fucking
because COVID really did change things. You know, there's places we used to go all the time we don't go to anymore. There's things we used to do all the time that we just don't do. It just kind of throws your routines off. And there was this one Mexican restaurant we absolutely love going to in person, sitting down and eating. And then during COVID, you couldn't do that anymore. So we started ordering delivery. As you know, we usually like either once a week we order out if we're staying home, or we go out if it's you know, we happen to be going out for that day. And we started ordering from this place during COVID.
I do remember this.
And maybe
thing,
once or
though.
twice when we ordered, the
He
food
was
was
like,
amazing, and then all
yeah,
of a sudden
man, we ordered
they
from
started delivering from a
fucking
different
McDonald's next
franchise
door.
location.
What a weird thing. You could have
Which
just
makes no
walked
sense
over.
because the one that we go to and they typically we would order from or want from to order from was closer. But I guess what happens with these delivery services, I guess they check availability, they see how busy a restaurant is, and sometimes if it's a slower version, it's the same restaurant, you'll get
slower version.
This happened with like even McDonald's, where it'll be nighttime, we're craving something. Man, I'm really craving a McDonald's cheeseburger. Let's just toss in a quick order. And this is rare. Maybe once a year we'll do something like this. And we're like, let's just put an order
Once a
in.
year.
Now there's a McDonald's right
I don't know how
around the
much you
corner
believe with seeing
that's
how
really
Cat
good.
is today.
So, place the order. Oh, they decided to deliver from McDonald's from downtown, which is shitty. And the food shows up and it's messed up and it's cold and it's dry and it's disgusting. And we're like, well, we don't want McDonald's from downtown. I want a McDonald's from around the corner. Why they deliver from downtown when both are open? I don't know. These delivery services, sadly, you don't get to kind of
Decide.
choose
You
where you want
actually
stuff delivered
do.
from.
You
which kinda
actually
sucks.
do.
I
I don't know why he's making this up. He just wants
we
you
were
to
essentially
pretend
in a
you've never
situation
used the service
where
before.
we were ordering from this place for a while during COVID, and then we stopped ordering because they kept delivering from the other place that sucked. Okay, I mean, night and day. For example, we ordered from one, and it would come in a big, nice plastic
The
container.
burger
that
marathon
was
thing?
all, you know,
It was like a
safe,
year
all
and a
your
half
ingredients
ago.
separated,
I
beautiful.
pulled it
They
up
ordered
for
from the-
Tevin.
They delivered from the other one. Oh, it's in foil. Everything is smashed together and disgusting and messed up in transit. And it's like, wow. Really bad,
1,600
right? Really bad
calories.
quality. So, since we stopped ordering, we've been craving this place, and we went there in person and had a nice meal there. Actually, we each got a big burrito. Yeah, my wife got a burrito that was a chicken, and I actually got, so, since I'm not eating
Chicken
red
burrito.
meat this week, this is like my one day out to treat myself, I got a burrito that had Mexican chili in it. Now, Mexican chili can either be made with beef or pork. Well, this burrito does half and half, so I had half beef, half pork chili in a burrito.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
The half
Insanely
and half
good.
special.
Ridiculously over the top. Crazy good. Absolutely loved it. So, we had a good meal out. And, you know, obviously, got haircuts. I ended up getting a new hairbrush. The hairbrush that I've been using for like 2 to 3 years. I got it like during, I want to say I got it like early 2021. Or something like that. At a, you know, one of those stores where you buy things cheap. And the hairbrush was never good, and it was breaking, and it was falling apart. There was actually chunks of wood coming off the brush. I said, I guess I need a new one.
chunks
new
of
hairbrush,
wood
you know,
coming off
just
the
various
brush.
things. Nothing special, but like I said, we did
What
start
the
planning
fuck?
and preparing for this upcoming marathon event, which is good. So that's really it. Nothing too crazy, because everyone asks, you know, what did you do on your day off? It's funny because we already got people being stupid in the chat. Like, for example, two idiots, I mean idiots, said, well, if the McDonald's right around the corner, why don't you just drive there and pick it up to save money? I literally just said at night, late at night, at fucking night.
Yeah,
you know?
it's at night,
It's like 11
idiot.
p.m. or something you want to
You
snack.
can't drive at 11. It's too late.
Put on my fucking shoes
I don't
want to
put clothes on. I want to be naked.
The convenience of ordering. But again, people have to nitpick everything I say.
Man.
To try to say, why'd you do it wrong? Well, fuck you. I didn't do it wrong. It's something a normal person would fucking do. And once a year you crave something, you order out. It's 11 at night, you stupid idiot.
Bro.
Jesus Christ.
Normal
it really
people
is
don't
ridiculous
use
how anytime I say
DoorDash.
something,
It's expensive.
like, you gotta nitpick it, make it feel look stupid. No, you're the stupid one. Because you're a fucking
Oh
jackass and you try to make
Lord.
me look
Just
bad
say you
every
were
second.
lazy.
Shut the fuck up.
Just actually say you were
Just like this other
lazy.
person here who said,
What? Criticized you?
actually, I don't know. It went away around. So,
Oh,
go
he
ahead.
can't scroll
I'm
up.
just gonna ignore it now. Try
Alright.
not to get
He
triggered by
realized
fucking
it
idiots
wasn't
in the
actually
chat
an
saying
idiot.
stupid. Like,
Not
literally,
something you
anyone
can
else
ban
who
him.
streams, they didn't nitpick every statement they say. And oh no, okay, yeah, someone said, why do we need to know this? Because it's a podcast. And people tune in to hear from me about what I'm doing.
Why do we need
what's
to know
going
this,
on.
Phil?
Why would you go
Why are
to
you talking
a
about
streamer's
DoorDash?
podcast if
Oh,
you
it's a
don't want to hear from the
podcast,
streamer
man.
about what's been up
It's
with them?
important. Don't you want to know
Then leave.
anything about me?
I mean, seriously, some people are
What?
just fucking morons. Just get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
Fucking idiots.
Go. I got the drip.
Alright, well, there you go.
I got the
That was a really, really weird segment when it did happen. I couldn't understand it. Like, why even mention about, like, doing DoorDash at all? You've already gotten so much criticism before. You could have just, you know, not said anything. Why even include that story? I guess he really had nothing to talk about for his day off. That's usually how it works. We have to just start pulling things out of our ass to make it an actual segment. I'd rather spend $5 driving to McDonald's than 20 for delivery. He acts as if it was gonna, like, okay. When I say it's literally next door, it's within half a mile of him. So it's not like he actually has to travel anywhere for this fucking McDonald's. His whole, like, argument is based off of inconvenience. But, you know, that's the price that you pay for convenience. You have to get things that you probably, if you did it yourself, would be much better. I don't know. The guy's such a wild individual when it comes to all these weird stories he likes to tell on his day off. He would do so much better to just shut the fuck up. But, you know, that's Phil. Phil in a nutshell. Phil opened his mouth and he said something stupid. You know, who would have guessed that, right? Oh, yeah, I already took everything off of that. I kind of like this one right now. It shoots very fast. What confuses me the most is how much he lies about all this stupid shit. We'll lie about stuff that directly contradicts his lifestyle. He's trying to display to his dents, aka he's hard up for money. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like a weird flex thing. I'm not broke, I'm actually doing well, and I'm actually in need of support, but I'm gonna show off about this cool ramen place that I ate at. Does he just imagine that people don't understand that it probably isn't a cheap place to go to? I mean, you can pretend it's cheap, but, you know, I don't know who's gonna actually believe you. Got a bunch of little laser things. I don't know about that. That's pretty fast, but it only has 2 slots. That's faster and has 3 slots. I don't think I'd want to use it for anything. I kind of like what I got right now, and I don't know if I want to fish out anything out of these. This one has a little splitter thing, which is a scatter spell. But I don't really need that because I already have 2 spells I'm doing. Reduced spread is the only thing I want to get rid of, but reduced spread is making everything nice and pinpoint now. I'm not worried about it. At least it's not Cobes spending almost $200 on sushi. Yeah, but that's a Cobra lifestyle. You gotta be committed to that. I What we got as options? Toxic immunity. You get a homunculus, which, nah. We're gonna get toxic immunity. That seems like a good idea. 50 a seat plus tax. We're at the place he ate? Wouldn't surprise me, but I think he ordered in. I don't think he actually, you know. I don't like this. I don't like anything on these. We're just gonna keep looking. We'll keep looking and searching and save up money. This is doing the work we need right now. Fuck. No. Why is it blocked? What happened? Short circuit. Okay, great. Fuck. We're good? No, we're not good. Alright, yeah, we're good. Spray this down. That gold. Yeah! Alright, look at this. We're doing good. We're doing great. Nothing's gonna get next to us. Uh-oh. We shouldn't have done that. Grab that. Eggs. Recharge time. I'll take it. We can get rid of this. Yes! Oh, this is great. All right, perfect. Grab that. We'll do this as a triple. Actually, no. No, triple doesn't do anything. And shit. Eggs, go! Oh, my minions! Please! Minions, help! No! No! Fucking Saru, I know you're out there and you're laughing at it. Shut the fuck up. I wasn't paying attention to it. I didn't see it. Shut up. All right, shut up. Just shut the fuck up. God damn it. I'll come back to that later. Yeah, I'm gonna step out. I wanted to listen to the pre-stream and just have a little short stream, kind of hang out for a little bit. I'm still halfway tempted on whether or not I want to commit to doing, what is it? Fucking Teardown? There was a request to check it out, and I do have the ability to claim the key. It's not like I can't. I just don't know if I want to. It looks fine. I just don't know, I don't know. Does Sarah recommend this? Does he think this is a worthwhile game? I'll get it if he wants me to get it. We can check it out for like an hour or two, see what's up, see if it's most definitely what's up. It's okay. Man, it's okay. We also got approved for postal brain damage, which is good. Play this game. This game I'm actually a little bit more excited to play. Because it's like a Doom style game. Apparently. Doom style game. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. I can't even play games like this. Not well. Oh, we're totally getting this. We're claiming this one. Yeah, it's a boomer shooter. Oh, fuck. It's gonna have memes too. Hell yeah. Pyramid dudes. Fat ladies. Let's fucking go. You know what? 100% we're getting this. we're getting this. It's gonna happen. Look at this. You're firing a bullet through somebody's asshole. Alright, yeah. Alright, we're committing to this. We're definitely committing to this game. We're gonna get the key right now. And we have a special redirect. Oh, this will be fine. Yep. And a hashtag. Hell yeah. We're okay with this. I'm more than happy to do that. Alright. So yeah, we're doing this game. We're definitely doing this game. Yeah, go ahead and activate this. Activation successful. We're gonna go ahead and install this here in a little bit, and I'll probably play it tonight. This will be a good funny game to play. It's 2003 again already. Look, I'm interested in shit like this. I don't even like Doom style games. I shouldn't say I don't like them. I've never really played them, but you know. But I definitely don't mind chilling a game like this. Come on. See what other cool ass games we can look for. Some cool ass fucking games. What kind of recently added shit we got? Battle Juice Alchemist. What the fuck? Beat Slayer? What is this? I'm definitely not gonna be able to get this, but I'm not gonna be playing this. This is an isometric fucking rhythm game? Nah, miss me with that. I like rhythm games, but I don't want to. I still need to do like the Necrodancer. Those are the kind of games I need to go back to. Let's see. Rebel Transmute? Remedium. Curiosity. It's like a curio, but you know, weird. No. I don't think I want to play, this is like what is that? Factorio? This is like a Factorio thing. All the bad kids at my school loved Postal 2. Come on. Postal 2's fine. Monsters Domain, Survival Nation, Clicker Arena. Nah. I don't know. You can get a Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons remake? What? Definitely don't want this. Wait, this, okay, so all they did was just what? Remaster this? Yeah, all they did was remaster this. And get it for, no, I'm not, no, get out of here. I'm not playing that game. All the while, The Angler, South Africa Reserve. Whoa, fishing game? I'm interested. You too. Holy shit. Holy shit. Catch new fish. Become the fisherman. Become the master new challenge. Fish Hub. Discover new fishing spots. Yo, this is the chill game. This is it. Dino Park? It's Dino Park. Lure Hackle when? Oh, it's coming. We can do it. South Africa, here we come, baby. What the fuck? I didn't learn anything about fishing. What the hell's a Dino Park thing for? Are there actual dinosaurs? Oh shit, could you imagine? This game actually has dinosaurs? Oh, this game would be 10 out of 10. Game of the year. Literally game of the year. Okay, we'll consider this. We'll consider this. I'll come back to it. UFO robot Grandizer? Volta Power? No. Mutant Boxing League. Anonymous Hacker Simulator. The Dead Await. Sheba, A New Dawn. Sheba? I said Sheba. It's a side scroller thing. I'm not against these. I just don't have any interest in this. Oh, thank you. Pathless Woods. Bears in Space. Nah. Mostly trash after that. Hitman. YouTube. No, this is a DLC. You need to get the actual game. I could probably see if I could get the game, but I don't want to fucking do a DLC shit. I've never even done Hitman games before. Could you imagine? And doing Hitman games? You could request a key. Yeah, I can just request a key. I probably qualify for it. Yeah, you could easily qualify for it. I think I even had an offer initially when this game was coming out. They were like, hey, you want to fucking play this? I was like, nah, man. I'm good. Hands of Necromancy. Oh, they're just giving the key. What is this game? Oh, ooh. Wait a minute. What kind of game is this? Oh, shit. Yo. Oh, do we want to play this game too? Is this worth it? It's like another Doom, but kind of stupid. Shut up. It's another boomer shooter. The Necromancy is a good game. Oh, okay. I can claim it. They invited me to play it. MVP access. How long have I been ignoring this? I've been ignoring this for a minute. All right, we'll maybe check this one out. Maybe I should do a 2 for tonight. I can claim the key. It's different. Nurgle, did you, by the way, speaking of keys, Nurgle, did you get the key that I sent you? I have not been ignoring this since last year. There's no way. And if I have, I refuse to believe that was the case. Take the key anyway. Yes, I did grab it. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, I'll bookmark the page and I'll come back to this. Also come back to this page too. What I'll probably do is I'll make a decision based on tonight and I'll play, fuck this game. I'll play the Postal game because that one I'm a little bit more excited for. And then I'll maybe give it a try on this one. You know what I mean. I'm thinking about it. They didn't email Anne enough. You know what? That's generally what it is. People have to email me a couple of times and I have to pay attention to it. Key requests open, blah, 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 for some game I don't care about. Satisfaction survey. Oh, I might take that survey later. Oh, am I satisfied? Bro, I'm absolutely satisfied. Well, we won't share that. We'll share that. Geographically, I'm in the Americas, dude. How long have I been using the platform? 6 to 12. How often? Several times a month. Overall experience, very high. What did I consider before this? We used Keynailer, but Keynailer has been, I don't know. I don't know if they're like wanting to ignore me now. But my God. Beef. would I improve? I'm gonna use quest. It was fine. Nothing at the time. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. I'll finish answer these in a bit. All right, let's get you guys somewhere. You can watch DSP or something. I'm gonna go do a little bit of shopping. Go to the grocery store, figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner. Oh, shit, Marked One is on. Oh, we're gonna fucking raid Mark. What's he doing? What is he playing? I actually can't tell what he's playing. No, he's looking at a fucking video of himself. It looks pretty neat though. I don't know what game it is, but it looks pretty neat.
But
that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Mark One stream, and I don't know. I'll be on a little bit later. I just need to figure out the dinner situation, get situated, and all that good shit. Mark and Terrors, easy. Yeah. All right, let's get you guys out of here. Thank you for coming by for the short stream. I know it was only 3 hours, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes you show up and it's like, man, it's already over? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of how it goes. It's a vampire game. I think Evil West or something. It does look pretty neat. I'll try and boot up a little bit later tonight. We'll do the nonsense. For those who are interested, I am going to attempt to do a 3DS stream. I'll try and do it on Sunday. That way it's kind of like in the daytime and people will have enough time. I'll put a little, I don't know if I want to put an APB out on YouTube. We'll either try it on Saturday or Sunday. So if you have your 3DSs, we're going to be doing Mario Kart 7. I hope to God my connection will not be weird, because it was really, really weird trying to stream and set up a hotspot for the 3DS to connect to. I have no idea how to fix that. We'll figure it out. Evil West is fun, confirmed? Oh, good to know. Okay, well, tell Mark we say hello and thank you for the cool content. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of the afternoon. If you're stopping by later tonight, I hope to see you there. If you're watching DSP stream, what's wrong with you? Literally, it's boring content. It's not worth it. Oh my gosh. And fucking, man, Intra just showed up too. Well, too late now. I already committed. All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye. We'll see you later tonight. I'll be on the Discord. Bye-bye. Get out of here. Bye-bye.